The hype. I've heard non-stop about this goddamn police chase. So I heard this is like some actual GTA shit.
David, we were up over in Knott's Berry Farm, looked out the window.
No one told me there'd be jump scares in here. Holy shit. Wow. That was so loud. What the fuck? Okay, let me turn that down.
And what do you have? Another pursuit. This is eastbound 91 freeway, just past the 5 freeway. Unclear which agency is pursuing this vehicle. Right now, he's going so fast, there's nobody right behind him, but very erratic driving, getting off of the 91 freeway. It's a black Honda Civic. The driver's side window rolled down. Apparently, this was an attempted traffic stop. As I mentioned, unclear which agency and who is pursuing.
Okay, so now he's just booking it out of there.
Still in pursuit mode, but what you can see here is that the driving is very dangerous, very erratic and aggressive tactics as he tries
what the fuck?
You're squeezing through these two cars at a red light. You can see some front end.
Interesting maneuver.
On that bumper, now turning left onto Huntington Avenue, just south of the 91 freeway. This appears to be a residential street, doing about 60 miles per hour down a residential street.
That's skill. How is that? Don't give me that shit at all. That wasn't skill at all. He just wedged himself between the two cars and hit the gas. There was no skill involved in that maneuver. And he also got lucky the car next to him backed up, so he had a little extra space for it.
Of Maple Street. So Huntington Avenue and Maple Street just coming up on Maple, making a right turn now, slowing down just a little bit, zigzagging his way again through this residential neighborhood with nobody right behind him, but making random turns nonetheless here at a pretty high rate of speed.
He needs to find a bridge and then switch cars.
Pulling over and maybe thinking about.
Oh, holy shit, he actually is switching cars.
Door opening up, and he is either going to walk or run away here. He dropped his phone, and now.
Oh, maybe not.
Getting in the vehicle, we'll see here.
What is that? Did he hit the wrong button on his controller? What is going on?
In a rush to get away from that vehicle, getting in a pickup truck. We'll see if he. Okay, yeah, he does not. He does. I was going to say maybe he.
What the fuck?
Yeah, breaking into the pickup truck.
Okay. That didn't work. Man, he must have left the cops in the dust. Man had the afterburners on that Honda Civic. Fucking turbojets activated.
Right, so he's getting back in that original car. Almost for a second looks like he was intentionally getting in that pickup truck as if he also had the keys, but obviously was trying to break in there, now choosing to get away in that original pursuit vehicle. I could tell you that
one star left.
Is overhead
yeah.
Here. They have eyes on it. They are probably streaming ABC7 as we speak as
Helicopter is just so busted in the police chase meta. You can never escape it.
At a high rate of speed after failing to take over that pickup truck back in that original Honda Civic as he tries to hide out somewhere in this neighborhood. Unclear whether he's going to get back on the freeway here, but he's almost doing a complete circle as he's basically come out the other side of this neighborhood. So heading northbound now on Catalpa Avenue into oncoming lanes of traffic. Some wild turns here. They have to get some ground units into this area. Because
yeah, I haven't seen a single officer here. Where are they at?
Much further, nonetheless, in the middle of rush hour.
Bro, at this point, this guy could probably just go home and just wait out the wanted level. My God. Where are they? Oh, I just heard a siren. Maybe not. Maybe there's a cat in the helicopter. I don't know. What was that? I thought it was a siren.
It just doesn't make sense that he would just dump the vehicle for no other reason except for maybe the possibility of
what is he doing?
Be running out of gas. So if the gas is low, and if it's a stolen car, that would have made a lot of sense. Now he's parking it in a parking spot once again. Clearly, really trying to get rid of this vehicle, and now running through this subdivision here. We'll try and get across here. It looks like it's going to be North Schooner Lane as he runs through these townhomes in Anaheim. We'll try again. We'll try and get.
Oh, we lost him.
Okay, let's stay on him. Stay on him right here. He's just running
there
around
he is.
the building here. Looks like he's coming up on another couple of cars.
Cameraman has aimbot.
A van and a small red
Yeah.
compact car. Looks like he's trying to break in to the van.
Oh, he did.
An open door in that white van. And now you can see the black.
There they are.
Right behind him.
There's the
He's
boys in
locked
blue.
in. He's inside the car, likely trying to hotwire it at this point, and you can see they have lit him up.
So someone in chat enlighten me. My dad used to always say hot wiring modern cars is almost impossible. Is that true or false? Like cars made within the last 10 years. Getting mostly trues and a couple falses. So if he actually hotwires this van, I'm going to have to assume that it's an older van.
Basically blocked him in. If he tries to back out, it could get ugly. But in any event, officers now with their guns drawn, squarely they have their eyes on him. They're just waiting for backup at this point, and obviously trying to bark some orders at him, hoping he gets out of the vehicle. Let's try and come around the other side if we can. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're actually on the north side of the.
Yeah, I can actually see that he's trying to hotwire it. He's got the alarm going off.
Unfortunately, we can't see the driver's side of that white van. But again, if you're just tuning in, there is a pursuit driver that is just.
Oh, he's done it.
Look at this, ramming into the front of that black and white.
The cameraman sounds excited.
Fullerton Police now trying to block.
Oh boy, it's a game of chicken.
As he puts it in reverse. He's going up and down, trying to.
Here comes a 45-point turn.
He's really trying to ram that car out of his way as he is now stuck in that parking spot. There's really nowhere for him to go. He's got a fence in front of him. Look at this. Look at violently into reverse, ramming right into that Fullerton Police Department vehicle. That's right. Yes.
Is there someone talking to him? Who's he saying that's right to? To me?
This is very dangerous. Obviously, that officer has no choice but to use force if his life is in danger, but he is waiting for backup, and at this point really has very few options available to him. Here's another officer on the suspect's right rear flank. So now two officers, not sure if they both came from that same patrol car, but I only see those.
I like that they're giving him plenty of space to work with here.
Back and forth. Now he's created some room.
There we go.
Here, and he's going to probably try and ram in again or do a 4-point turn and turn it around. He's got to turn it all the way around with that hit.
It's going to be more than a 4-point turn, I think.
Because what else can those officers do? They really don't have many options. Here comes the backup. Here comes backup.
Oh, shit.
Look at this. A head-on situation.
Jesus Christ.
Officers out of the vehicle, and now he's racing through.
What the fuck?
As more officers
fuck.
into this
the whole department's here now.
What is he going to do here? Around all of those
is he drifting?
Whites, those are two Fullerton.
Oh god, he actually. What the fuck?
Look at this.
Whoa! Did you see that drift?
This neighborhood, look at this.
Holy shit!
Around all of those black and whites, those are two Fullerton police officers.
Oh my god, this guy must have hopped in this car and made sure that when he hotwired it, he had his copy of Teriyaki Boys on cassette in order to play it through the radio here. What a mean drift.
That are now going to try and turn around with him. Look at this. Look at what we are seeing here. He is now back on Coronet Avenue. After evading
thanks to Prime Void and the resub Fit,
who were just pulling
Crest,
into the
and the gift
to
subvert.
try and help that original officer after a wild scene in that parking lot. We now have a brand new pursuit on our hands here as he has carjacked this vehicle and now racing down Coronet Avenue at Maple Street. Once again, a dangerous situation on the hands of Fullerton Police here.
But it's a slower vehicle though, so surely we can catch this. Get in there with a pit maneuver. Didn't even use his turn signal. I mean, Jesus, can you have some respect?
That's right. And anybody who is willing to engage with those cops like that.
Oh God!
Look at this.
Oh,
All
fuck.
of this traffic here as he tries to get back on the freeway. It looks like he's trying to get back on the 91
That'd be so frustrating. I wouldn't be surprised if the civilians just start chasing him down now.
91 freeway. Surely CHP is being called in here as Fullerton Police really has their hands tied. Many of those officers, I have not seen them get much closer to him, and now he is on the westbound side of the 91 freeway. As I was about to say, anybody who is that reckless and willing to put themselves in that position where they are face to face with those officers, it is a desperate suspect behind the wheel here, and obviously very, very dangerous. Getting onto the 5.
Man, this van is actually cruising. Thanks to the resub, Cap.
And he just has no
Thick,
regard. He has
Perf,
no
and Marty.
problem ramming into anybody at this point or sideswiping any vehicle that's in his way. So I think we are about to see some really dangerous, very precarious situation here for every motorist.
Thanks to 10 gift subs, Maki. Thank you, Maki.
Again, westbound side of the 91 freeway has now transitioned to the southbound 5 free. I'm sorry, the
Appreciate the
northbound
generosity.
5 freeway. He is now northbound on the 5 freeway, where traffic, I've got to tell you, is relatively light for as far as I could see out the window from up here in Air 7 HD. Very little traffic in his way.
I wonder if he has a plan in mind.
As you were wondering too, David, that I can only imagine that CHP has been requested to take this over, because you've got Anaheim PD, who's pretty much out of pocket.
See, like, right there, I feel like if he had just stopped and, like, hid somewhere, he might have been alright. Right, this guy is just a piece of shit, though.
So getting off at Beach Boulevard,
Hitting so many cars, endangering all these civilians. I'm no fan, but it's hard not to appreciate the entertainment of a good chase, especially one where there's no one that's injured.
As he continues northbound at a high rate of speed, a little more traffic on this street here as he makes a wild right turn into oncoming lanes of traffic. There's Anaheim PD's helicopter. They are directly
Damn, the chopper's in it.
likely.
Imagine this is like a Just Cause situation. This chopper drops like a grappling hook and hits the van, picking it up and drops them off at the police headquarters. Fuck me, that'd be so cool.
They are directly over him, likely calling out for CHP. But right now, ever since he took this vehicle out of that parking lot, we have not seen any ground units engage with this suspect yet.
I see a lot of people insulting the officers. I disagree. When it comes to chases, I think they have the right philosophy most of the time, where if it's a very dangerous situation, you don't chase because you don't want to endanger civilians. I think that's their policy, and I think that's the right way of handling it. Like, I see a lot of people shitting on them for not engaging in this chase here and, like, going fucking crazy, ramping off of parked tow trucks like it's GTA. And I just think that'd be the wrong way of handling it. I'd be more mad at the officers, because they're not going to be able to drive, like, in a way that doesn't endanger people. So they're letting this guy go solo, they have the chopper on him so they'll always know where he is, and then they will just go in a safer route that doesn't put people at risk. I think that is the right way of handling it, 100%. So I do not blame the cops at all. The only thing I was criticizing is how slow they were to being on him when he was fully stopped. Since they had the chopper, they're getting real-time info, I would have expected them to at least be closer to him. I wasn't criticizing them for the lack of, like, high-speed pursuit, fucking hitting him with the pit maneuver in a residential area. They straight up let him hotwire the truck, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like that. That's the fuck up I'm talking about. They were so far behind. This dude was able to hotwire a truck, run through 5 little townhomes, and then back up fucking 30 times before anyone else showed up to the scene. That's what I'm criticizing. It's not the lack of them chasing him through all of these people, like the residential area and like around all of these people's cars. Why didn't they shoot the tires? That's a good point. Like, there was an officer there. I'm shocked he didn't just start shooting the tires out or something. I feel like it's got to be, like, every officer's dream to, like, pop the tires on a car.
Yeah, very fearful, very agitated driver behind the wheel here. It all started
Stray bullets.
failed traffic
That's a
stop,
fair
refusing
point,
to
actually.
pull over.
That's
He
fair.
was in a
It was
black
literally a
Honda Civic
townhome.
when it all started,
Good point.
and it appeared, we saw him on several occasions try and dump that vehicle, and now he has taken over a white van. That's a GMC van, almost looks like a work van that was parked in those townhomes, now on Artesia Boulevard as CHP tries
Thanks
to
for 5
get
gift subs,
here
Maki.
and
Appreciate
race
that.
up
And resubs
Artesia
Sarah and
to
Lols.
catch up
The
with
Prime
suspect.
Dab.
But once again, no black and whites in sight as he is breaking every rule of the road and showing no regard for anybody's safety here, just ramming into vehicles whenever he sees anybody in his way. He sideswiped 2 separate vehicles getting off of the 91 freeway, lost control at Beach Boulevard, as you said, David. He fishtailed off of the freeway there, almost lost control actually, and is now regained control on a much less traveled boulevard here. This is Artesia Boulevard, where you can see once again he's got much of the road all to himself here.
Van's got some good horsepower. Almost feels like an advertisement for this van. Not only does it have good horsepower, but the traction on it's actually nuts. He's made some very tight turns, and it's held up really well. I feel like I'm watching a commercial.
He is just bound to lose control of this vehicle. You could tell with every turn, he's barely braking. He's taking all of these turns.
Easy to
way
steal.
too fast.
Yeah, they'd cut that part out of the ad.
Very limited capability of controlling. There are some black and whites a ways back, but they are having trouble catching up. They are not competing with him with these dangerous tactics that we're seeing here. He is driving very dangerously, but they've got to figure something out, because this is the same driving that we were seeing when he was in a small little black Honda Civic. We were very easily able to spot him on the freeway. Look at this, more traffic in his way. We'll see what he does here, but every time he's caught himself in a little bit of a jam, he just tries to use the vehicle.
God damn.
Ram his way through.
Parting the seas.
Gotten through that light there. Here we're on Valley View.
I cannot believe they haven't hit him with the spike trap yet. He must be driving too fast that they can't get ahead of him for it.
And again, throughout this pursuit, except for when he stole this vehicle, he has had really nobody behind him. He's just driving like a madman through the streets of Whittier now here on Valley View Avenue at Alondra Boulevard.
Too populated for spikes.
Through the green light here with a little more traffic in his way.
Yeah, actually, I'd be fucking tight. My shit gets spiked because the van behind me on his way up was coming. I'd be mad. Yeah, maybe you're right.
He obviously had been in
It is pretty populated.
car, and we already have witnessed several collisions with this car. Not to mention that wild scene in the parking lot. If you missed it, I hope we can roll back some of that video where he was ramming that black and white, that lone Fullerton police officer who was just trying to block the parking spot with his gun drawn. He rammed that black and white out of the way, and the pursuit.
Narrator's like an esports announcer. Right now, yeah, he's casting this like it's an actual league match. Can't blame him. Like, this is the most excitement he's probably had on the job ever.
Over the median into oncoming lanes of traffic through a parking lot here. He's going to.
What is his plan?
Rosecrans Avenue, going the wrong way on Rosecrans, wrong way on Rosecrans. It's a median. He's going to have to jump the. Oh my goodness! Look at this. He's going to probably shift over to the correct lanes here.
Oh my god!
Didn't jump the median. Just went the wrong way. Is now on the westbound side of Rosecrans Avenue, heading back towards the freeway. He's going to come up on the 5 freeway, approaching Norwalk. If he continues in the west,
he has to have some kind of destination in mind or something. It's just random turns and driving and parking lots.
Whatsoever, just went right over the curb there. I mean, there really wasn't anybody in his way. I'm not even sure what's going through this.
Yeah, he's even being critiqued by the announcer.
Impossible to set up for a spikes. Look at this.
Oh!
Off-roading, trying to get around traffic. Yeah, almost slammed into that tree.
Oh, wait, he did. Yep.
Fishtailing through the parking lot.
Nearly spun out.
Through an empty warehouse parking lot, back onto Marquette Avenue.
He got clipped.
He is having a lot of trouble with this vehicle, guys.
Man, watching this live must have been nuts. Fuck. Holy shit.
Absolutely not.
I think it's the prime
Yeah, not composed
Spazzy,
at all.
the
It
resub
looks like he
Young.
might even have a flat tire.
You give
Look at
sub
this.
John.
There are pieces. Oh, he's lost his tire.
Yeah, he's on his
on
rims.
rim. He's on that left rear tire is.
Man, and it is still
I
scooting.
don't know if there's any tread left, but he's looks like he's got some sparks coming off occasionally. You saw some of that rubber flying off, and now.
Oh my! Real-time editing.
Even more trouble maintaining control of this vehicle as he continues northbound on Marcourt Avenue, right along.
YouTube chat is going so hard. Paint shop, paint shop. They're just screaming paint shop.
On the wash here, there's a golf course off of the nose, but we are in a commercial area. It's going to turn into a more residential street if he continues, but there is a black and white now behind him. Code 3 with lights and sirens on, about
Makes the
maybe
resub
50 feet back. Let's
Quail
go
Man
right
and
now
Cypher.
and see which agency that is that's behind him. That looks like maybe still Fullerton. It's Fullerton PD. Fullerton PD.
Fullerton PD on the case, baby. Soon we're gonna need the Dominic Toretto Private Military Company coming in to stop this guy. Oh, wow.
Now as he comes up, well, no, he's not in Norwalk yet, but look at this. He's going through that gas station without any tire on that left rear wheel. Almost struck several vehicles there. A miracle nobody's gotten hurt yet, but you can see he is really.
It really is a miracle.
Now, lots of traffic
ramming
into all of these cars.
Oh boy.
And this is northbound Carmenita Road now, and it's not moving. He's stuck. Now he's stuck. It looked like he's stuck.
How the fuck does he get out of this situation? What's... I've never been in this situation. What is proper protocol for a car like this? Like, what do you do? Like, oh my god, the officer got a gun drawn on a van that's been speeding around in front of me. Do I go around? Do I stay? Like, what the fuck? I would be panicking. Like, I myself would be panicking. I wouldn't know if, like, I need to run away, like, drive out, or if I'm supposed to stay parked. No, I'm talking about the civilian car, not the fucking officer. Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? Chat's kind of divided between leave and stay. I just don't know. Like, if I saw this in front of me and I happened to be the car right behind it, my heart would be racing probably faster than this guy's. Just between the decision of, am I supposed to go around this, or am I supposed to just, like, stay parked here, or, like, maybe pull off to the right side like a fire truck coming through. That guy made the flight response.
Sparks flying, and that officer right there has to treat this with kid glove care, and likely going to have to step away from his vehicle because we've already seen him put it in reverse once and ram into that.
Man, those sparks are flying off like an episode of Power Rangers. Jesus Christ!
At all, it looks like the van is now stuck. Yeah, this is likely to start a fire. You can see those rims are starting to glow.
Oh wait, it's getting to some movement.
There's certainly more on the way over here. Right now, if we widen it just a little bit, we can confirm just that one black and white. Just the one black and white. We're at Placid Drive, northbound.
How does he get out of here?
And he is now stranded here. We'll see how this officer deals with this. He's likely just going to wait for backup, and right now it doesn't appear.
Oh, it's starting to fire.
Is going anywhere.
Oh, maybe he's going to blow up the van for like a smoke screen.
Not aware. That's right. You've got to wonder if he's thinking about getting out of this van and trying to hijack another one. You've got to at least wonder whether that's going through his mind. He's probably not aware. Well, now he's aware.
Oh, there's no, yeah, there's no way.
He's on fire, but certainly he's aware of the fire under the hood. More pieces flying out there as this vehicle is starting to come apart. I'm thinking it came from the. Well, it could be because I mean, where else would that smoke be
Where
coming from?
Where did that officer just go?
Any shots have been fired yet, so that probably
What the fuck was that?
But that wheel, that left rear wheel, is also creating.
What? Why did he?
Metal as well. So
Where did that other officer just go?
now I've got to wonder if that transmission is just.
I'm sure this guy's got it. I'm going home. I'm off the clock.
Here. Not sure, but in any event, it has overheated, and it looks like the vehicle is now disabled.
Oh,
Additional
there he is.
now
Okay.
pulling into
There he
position
is.
here. So some backup from CHP. Backup from CHP and Fullerton PD. And
Oh shit!
the vehicle crawls out of the passenger window and is now running for it northbound Carmenita Road. Running up northbound Carmenita.
He doesn't seem particularly
Road, as
fast.
he crosses the street. We've seen this person make several desperate attempts to hijack other vehicles. We will see what he decides to do here.
He also doesn't seem like he has that much sense of urgency here.
It's
like a casual jog.
And he is now running down the sidewalk without any other wheels at his disposal. He's going to start running out of steam here, and we'll see if this ends in a foot pursuit, because I think they are pursuing him on foot, but I can't confirm that from my vantage point. Here comes another officer in the opposite direction, and
he's getting winded already. Oh boy.
Alleyway here.
Oh!
Loses his footing. Oh no, he's now on private property.
Oh boy.
Looked like a woman.
Now they need a warrant.
He's now in the backyard.
Now it's over.
And he's going to hide out here along Leppingwell Road.
What the fuck?
And jumping fences. He's jumping fences, looking for a way in.
An accomplice.
Little dog, small dog there in the backyard. He's under that patio.
He's gonna go inside that house, shave his facial hair, change his clothes, and then just pretend to be somebody else. He went that way.
Several dogs barking. He's now going through that sliding glass door, making his way into the home. Somebody appears to be, it might even be a homeowner, not sure. Completely unaware. Yeah, he's on the other side of the building. I don't think he has any clue. Very dangerous situation here where we have no information, but here comes somebody running out the front. Look at this. Look at this. A conference.
Oh, Jesus.
Inside the house, a family home, and now we're going to come around the front here.
Oh, they're beating his ass.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He just got in that truck. There's a dog under that truck.
Oh, the guy's got a knife on him.
Look at this.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. This is incredible. This is incredible.
Man, what an... Who was this, his mom or his wife? That's... bad play from her there.
Look at
He had him.
Inside the house,
and then he gets his fucking truck stolen.
now we're gonna come around the front here.
So they throw a couple punches, and then she's holding him back for some reason.
He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He's in the truck.
Oh, the poor dog's under the car.
Just got in that truck. There's a dog under that truck.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my
He moves.
goodness! Look at this. He just stole
Thank God.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! This is incredible. This is incredible.
Oh, yeah, true, I guess. That's fair. I guess that makes sense then. Because he could have gone to jail for it. There's no, like, the fuck is it called? Like, castle doctrine or some shit in California? So, yeah, if he actually did take action and, like, stab him or something, he could have gone to jail. Never mind.
I cannot believe what we are witnessing, guys.
Are they going to pay for the truck, though? Like the city?
Creative here, because this person is look at this, just ramming into cars, additional bumpers flying off of that other vehicle, and now he's I believe westbound on Leffingwell Road.
Thanks for 5 gift subs, Jason. Appreciate it.
Can
The resub K-Ding and goodbye.
Yeah, westbound Leffingwell. If you live in this area or have any idea where we are here, if you are looking at us, you need to stay inside because there is a dangerous suspect behind the wheel here. I feel very sorry for all of the other cars on the road here as he continues to make his way towards the freeway once again. We may find ourselves back on the freeway. But look at him, a little bit of traffic, and once again, right through another gas station. This is just incredible. This is the third vehicle that he has stolen today.
That's a pretty good record for one day's work. 3 thefts, and so far a 25-minute chase. I mean, that's a full day.
That's right. That's the only thing that I could think of if they have the opportunity. They're going to have to catch up with him once again. They're going to have to get themselves in a position where they could bring this to an end if they can figure that out. And then there's going to be...
How did he have that much time in the house? The cops weren't far away. He ran here, and the cops chased him in cars. Are they not being fed the information that we're seeing? Because we saw him go through one house and then into another, and he stayed there for like a good 2 minutes, maybe? And then went out the front door, I'm guessing stole the keys while he's in the house, got into a fight with the homeowners, and then took the car without a single officer being nearby. It was like 45 seconds? No, it was definitely longer than that. Here, we're at 24:55. Let me just remember that. So he gets to the first house at 21:39. He then oh, you're right. No, you're not. It's a little under 2 minutes. And then this is when he gets his next car. Like, I feel like that's plenty of time because the cops were right behind him. Like, you can see them go by right here. They are right here. And he ran through this, slipped, turned around, and then ran through those 2 houses. There must be like some red tape that the cops weren't able to like get over there. Like maybe I was joking, but maybe they like legitimately did need a warrant to even be around the area. I don't know. That's still really quick. I mean, it is quick, but they were so close. Like they were right there. No, you don't need a warrant for that? Then I don't know. I don't understand how it could have taken them that long.
There's going to be a very dangerous confrontation because this guy is not going away easily. There's just no way at this point that he is willing to give up. And whatever steam he lost running up that block, he's now comfortably in the driver's seat.
Leaves the prime Honey Crisp and Fluffy.
Brand new work truck, and you could tell, I mean, he's having, I mean, we don't even know. I mean, there could be a full tank in that truck, so he may have a whole new fresh tank to play with here as he now travels down Mayer Road at 70 miles per hour. A high speed, traveling at a high rate of speed on a road that can't be more than 45 miles per hour speed limit. Now back into another residential neighborhood.
He's the prime goose. This one is probably not going to be able to drift as well as his last vehicle, so he's slightly nerfed now.
Not to mention, he almost took out at least one person in that driveway and a dog that was underneath as well. I hope everybody is okay back there, but now we have to follow this until the end here because the sun is going down and still no visual of law enforcement within sight here. So we're going to try and keep the camera on him and hope that somebody can triangulate those officers into this residential neighborhood as he makes these random turns, now making a left turn onto Rainier Avenue off of Fidel at a high rate of speed. I mean, I just hope nobody is out walking this neighborhood because this person is just speeding right through.
Man, this is so fucking sad. This is that guy's work vehicle. Fuck, that sucks, man. Like, the guy is, like, he's a talented driver, and, like, the chase is wild, but I feel so fucking bad for all the victims in here. What a shame. Shit, yikes. Yeah, he was pissed in the interview. Oh, they interviewed him? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I mean, he had every right to be pissed. Christ. How did this start? Apparently he ran from a traffic stop. Or, no, is that what they said at the beginning? Fuck, it's already been so long now this chase has been going on.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was.
Look at this. Over the median again, going
He
the
got
wrong
stopped.
way.
I think he had stolen a vehicle, got stopped, and then sped out.
With additional traffic down Florence Avenue, and look at this, coming up on another major intersection, a left turn northbound on Painter Avenue. To answer your question, David, that original van, I think he hotwired. I have to believe that the keys in this truck were already inside the vehicle.
No, he definitely stole the keys.
Way too quickly, unless he, as you mentioned, is a really gifted car thief. In any event, there have been
no shot.
major felonies.
No shot. What? A gifted car thief? No one can hotwire a car like that quick.
Continuing northbound Painter Avenue with several black and whites behind him, but again, having trouble to keep up. Again, the speeds he's traveling and the dangerous tactics. No problem going the wrong way against traffic.
Thanks to resub.
Miles per hour
Merc
on Los
and
Vientos
Musad.
Road and Shoemaker Avenue. So again, a very light traffic here, and it wouldn't matter anyways because when there is traffic, he just seems to ram into everybody in his way. So we can only hope that the traffic stays light,
bit strife.
and hope that maybe they can get some more officers into the area in front of him, not just following him from behind and chasing him, but try and triangulate in front of him. Very difficult because he's not, driving in any kind of a pattern. A spice strip obviously is pointless. Some cross traffic there through the red light at Santa Fe Springs Road. Now well into Santa
He's
Fe
also
Springs.
so lucky. Every driver right now is very attentive. The drivers are pulling out of his way and stopping when he's going through the red lights.
He's continuing at a
He
high
is so
rate.
lucky the drivers around him are actually
About
decent.
70 to 80 miles per hour.
Thanks to the bits, Tori. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is making California drivers look good. Not him in particular. I'm talking about, like, the people on the road. They're able to recognize when he's coming. Like, they must see him behind them. Because they're actually pulling out of the way to avoid any kind of collision with them. And when he's going through the red light intersections, they are stopping. So they see him before he gets there somehow. And they're reacting well. So, yeah, the California drivers, I mean, they're copping a W right now. They're looking pretty strong. If this was Florida, this man would have got hit. He would have got hit 9 times already. He probably would have got hit in the parking spot back at the townhomes. See, like, look at that. That's what I'm saying. Like, they are able to recognize this. Like, they're actually paying a ton of attention to their surroundings here. Or that was just a crazy coincidence from this guy. now he can't shake him. It's like a Talladega Nights shake and bake situation. Dude's fucking catching his draft.
It's unbelievable. I mean, he's on a bona fide crime spree here. We can only be thankful that it didn't appear that anybody in that home was hurt. At the very least, we have to be thankful for that. But it'll be a miracle if it remains that way throughout the course of this new pursuit now. Again, as you mentioned, in the third...
Oh, true. He could be honking.
Today. Now, you're right.
He is absolutely honking. No doubt. I didn't even think of that. You're right.
Is that right? About 25 minutes? Maybe yeah, a little bit closer to 40 minutes. And it, yeah, and he was going away from the freeway here on Slauson. Now he's turned around and heading back towards the freeway. I wonder if he's looking for an opportunity to get back on the freeway. He is on Sorensen Avenue.
I feel like he has no fucking clue where he is right now. There is no rhyme or reason to his driving here.
Going eastbound Slauson, and for some reason, and he hasn't done this very often, but for some reason, he just turned around, very randomly turned around, back towards the freeway, and I wonder, my gut tells me he's looking for an entrance ramp. A close call there. Another resident.
There are so many people that have seen, or have like been around this now.
They have been.
Like I cannot imagine what seeing this must have been like, and then going home and being like, wow, I was a part of this. That Camry that he passes at minute 31, that was me. That must be so fucking crazy.
And relentless as well, staying right on top of him. At least they have been able to do that and call out his location
Tier 1.
for all of these neighboring agencies.
Ink,
Now,
and the
LA
resub
County
Vince
Sheriff
and Goof in the
is going to
Prime
be getting
unlocked.
involved here at some point. We are in Santa Fe Springs, in LA County Sheriff's jurisdiction. We've already seen several agencies, including Anaheim PD, Fullerton PD, and CHP, try to apprehend this suspect at various points, but he has done a masterful job.
Oh my god, the editing here is also second to none.
A lot of horror and havoc.
Real time.
Orange County and now back in LA County here on another residential street. A very random turn. So no destination of mine. I thought maybe he was trying to get to the freeway. Doesn't look like it. Just trying to maybe look for a spot to hide out. Thinking this through. Maybe I don't know how familiar he is with this neighborhood, but maybe he's just
fucking UAV.
To hide out. And you have to.
This chase has gone from morning to night now. We have watched the time of day change with this chase.
In a small little residential neighborhood here at Riesling and Wellsford. And if he decides to dump that vehicle once again, we already know what he's capable of. And so I just hope, I mean, the best place he could end up right now, quite frankly, with guys, would be the freeway. If he gets on the freeway, it's a much more manageable and contained atmosphere. But once you get into these residential streets with a dangerous madman behind the wheel like this, anything is possible. We've already seen it, and you can see that night sun coming on. Compliments of the Anaheim Police Department, Angel 1 right overhead as he continues these random turns. That, I think, was LA County's helicopter. So now 2 law enforcement helicopters.
Oh man, they got another department on him? Fuck, I have to pee so bad. Oh my god. We're only 34 minutes in. How? What the fuck? Like, I knew it was an hour 40, but it doesn't really register how long that is until you are actually, like, in the thick of it. That is absurd. Okay, I gotta pee, though. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Thanks to the resub, Phil. Or, Phi. I'm back. Please give some Chloa in the prime or resub Umbra.
Hey guys, they are going to get him off the road at all costs. This is not going to come. He's speeding
the
up
prime
for sure.
cute.
He's back on Sorensen. Right. Well, the question becomes: look at this. He's full speed at the end of Sorensen into a parking lot, and I think this is a shopping center at
What the fuck is the plan here?
Avenue in Hadley.
What?
People walking through this parking lot. He's
Surely I'll lose them in the parking lot.
His way through this parking lot, a very busy parking lot, as he tries to look for an outlet. You have to wonder, he's very aware of that night sun coming from the helicopter, and I can only imagine that that night sun is agitating him even more. So at least we made it through there without any trouble. He's made his way through that parking lot.
Pollock
now
and
back onto Hadley
Dogs.
Street, where you can see squarely that night sun is on him.
Chester and resub
that doesn't
Sun.
cause him to amp things up even more than they already are. But as you mentioned, David, we do not know what the original want was. It was an attempted traffic stop. He failed to pull over, failure to yield, but obviously there is much, much more to this story. And from the very beginning, I was questioning whether that original black Honda Civic even belonged to him. And from what we're witnessing here, my bet is that was likely a stolen vehicle as well. In any event, this is the third vehicle we've seen him in through another major street here, through the red light, continuing, I think, northbound on Hadley.
Man, that truck's got some get up and go to it. That acceleration was pretty quick. It's that Super Duty? Maybe. What's that? What's happening? Oh my god, he deployed an EMP! Holy shit. Oh no, it comes right back. Is the resub Texas?
Oh my goodness. That's a school. He's in front of a school, guys. He's in front of a school. Lots of people walking in front of this school.
At this time of night? Really? What kind of school is it? What? Oh, he's not wrong. I have seen like 2 people out.
David, he just sped past an elementary school with a whole bunch of people walking the street. Thankfully, he did not hit any of them. He is slowing down a little bit. I'm not sure what elementary school that was, quite frankly, but he's now on Beverly Boulevard at Haviland Avenue. And as the sun has set, obviously, you can see we are now in darkness as he continues the pursuit through these residential streets. The only light that we're working with is that night sun from the LA County Sheriff's Department. Looks like he's found himself in a dead end. He's at a dead end at the end of Alta.
This is a great opportunity for the officers here.
Reverse his way back out of here. We'll see if there's any black and whites waiting for him on the other side here. Let's widen out just a little bit, Rob. See what's waiting for him as he comes out the other end of.
We shouldn't have widened it. That just. Oh god. Oh my god. Where are they?
Beverly Boulevard, back onto Beverly Boulevard, southbound or westbound Beverly. Westbound Beverly Boulevard here in Santa Fe Springs, and no law enforcement in sight, guys. He is slowing down a little bit. Yep, go ahead, Giovanna.
Did he wait out the wanted level already? Like, what in the world? Even he's like, oh, you know, maybe I'm just good. I'll just wait. I'll just hang out.
I've got to be honest. I can't imagine them taking that tactic in this type of a situation. They have to swarm him. They have to swarm him and get him off the road at all costs. And by the way, if they were trying to bring down the temperature, they would not have that night sun on him. That night sun is very agitating. He is clearly aware that law enforcement is on him, even though there's nobody right behind him. This is a pursuit. As far as we are aware, they are still in pursuit mode, trying to make their way in here. We just have to assume
there's literally, they're nowhere near him. I had, you know what, big W to the announcer here. I can't hear the other end of the guy talking, but I'm assuming he was trying to say, like, the cop strategy is to maybe, like, cool down the scene, keep an eye on him so that way, like, as he slows down and things settle down, then they'll swoop in. I completely agree with the announcer. This is an absolute maniac. He's already hit, like, 20 cars, broken into 2 houses, stole a man's car, well, stolen 2 cars, but stole a man's car in front of him, nearly ran over his dog. This is a guy that they absolutely should swarm to get off the streets as quickly as possible. I completely agree with the announcer. This guy is a very big danger to everyone on the road right now. Thanks to the Tier 1 Dorf and the Prime Ram. Imagine seeing that light from your car, thinking the rapture's fucking happening. Yeah, that light is so bright. If that shined on me when I was driving, I'd be panicking. I'd be like, my dad was right all along. There really are aliens that visit this planet.
Got it. Okay, guys. There is about 7 black and whites about a half a mile in front of him, trying to cut him off at the end of Beverly Boulevard.
Okay.
We'll see how this plays out, but they are trying to keep up with him, trying to move into position. Keeping up with him really is the wrong word. They're not really able to do that because he's driving so dangerously and so recklessly and occasionally at really high rates of speed. And when they do pull up behind him, he just jumps into the wrong lanes, going the wrong way in
Tier 1
oncoming traffic. As he is right now. You
sitting?
see he's jumped those double yellow lines, going the wrong way down Beverly Boulevard just to get around this traffic. So they're taking a different tactic. They're trying to cut him off in front of him. Very difficult to predict where he's going to go, but at least they have the benefit of that helicopter calling out his location.
Okay, okay, there they are.
At Norwalk Boulevard, about 7 black and white.
They're intercepting.
Making a right turn on Norwalk, and there it is. Look at
oh,
this.
fuck, holy shit. There we go.
Now on Norwalk Boulevard, guys. These are going to be LA County Sheriffs, that's correct. I think I counted at least 6 that I saw.
So now, I think the strategy should be to push him towards the spike trap that they're trying to set up, as opposed to just engaging in, like, a dangerous pursuit. I think it's to try and flush him towards their spike trap.
The only good news, guys, is that as far as I could tell, Workman Mill Road is going to turn into a much more commercial area, an industrial area. If he continues further north, there are some train tracks that could get him a little bit tied up if he continues. But in any event, you see he is now using that shoulder to get around this traffic. If the shoulder wasn't there, you could bet your bottom dollar he would just ram right through these cars if he had the opportunity. But in any event, those black and whites trying to keep up, but they can't do what he's doing. So they're going to do their best to keep up. He's got the helicopter right over him, and it's just a matter of time before this comes to another tipping point.
This kind of does remind me of that old GTA police chase. The one where the guy stole that car, the SUV, that had the baby in it. And then he said he did it because he wanted to create a viral video and monetize it. You guys remember him? That guy was fucking nuts.
open road, especially this time of the night. On a weeknight, you can see some folks maybe going home, but for the most part, relatively light traffic on Workman Mill Road. Coming up on Peck, which is going to be a bit busier. So if he continues and makes a turn onto Peck Road, that'll be a different story. But right now, traveling at a high rate of speed, we'll throw that real-time speed tracker back up, and you can see he's going much faster than everybody else. That is a much, well, it looks like he's slowing down a little bit because he's got some traffic there, but you saw him doing about 50 or 60 on this very narrow road. Once again, going around a little bit of traffic at Peck.
A lot of trees here.
Come over the 605. That is the 605 overpass. Still now, actually, he's now turned onto Peck. He's now on Peck Road, just east of the, just west rather of the 605.
So where did they set up the spike traps then? Or did they not set up the spike traps and I misunderstood? The trap was having the 6 officers on the other street and trying to catch him. I was under the impression they were trying to get ahead for the spikes, but maybe he went a different direction.
Yep.
They're not far behind.
I'm sorry, guys. We're just taking care of a little bit of housekeeping up here, and it looks like he's now getting on the freeway. He's now on the 60 freeway, getting on from Peck Road, and now it's a whole different ball game. I can only hope, we can only cross our fingers. And
yeah, now it's a lot more predictable.
Because that is going to take away at least some of the risk, although everybody on the freeway is certainly going to be in his path here of destruction, as we've seen this evening.
Oh my God.
CHP almost guaranteed.
He almost clipped that car. Holy shit.
Now you can see those LA County Sheriff's officers managing to get on the freeway with him, but he's hugging that right lane. So he sees that traffic. This is all rush hour traffic, and it looks like if that continues, he may look to get back over to the right and get off the freeway. In any event, he's in the carpool lane now, so committed for the time being to the eastbound 60 freeway. And look at this. Yeah, just weaving around.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone off at any exits yet. Where is this? It's in SoCal.
You know, I'm already recalling similar situations, nothing quite like this, but different situations where we've seen attempted carjackings on the freeway. It jumps to mind only because of what we've seen today, but in any event, you're right, David. It is going to slow down a little more. The traffic is going to get heavier. You're going to see a few more brake lights in about 2 miles.
Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Dorf. Appreciate that, man.
On the westbound side, but on the eastbound side, he's going to hit the brakes in about 2 miles. For the time being, those deputies are still in tow. They've fallen back a little bit, but right now, that driver has tunnel vision. He's got one mission, and he's just desperately trying to evade those deputies who have now fallen back.
Man, this guy's gonna go across state lines at this rate. Jesus.
Around another car in that carpool lane, they have to slow down because they are not driving.
Pretty soon they're gonna have to get like the
back,
the park rangers on him or something.
But now they're in a position
some cops on horseback.
Start calling in some units who are up ahead of him, like we've already seen back in Santa Fe Springs. So likely CHP setting up for a traffic break up ahead here. Maybe not quite yet because that does take some time, but ultimately if he stays on the freeway, that's
at the very least they could at least shout out the truck owner's business.
To create traffic breaks behind him and traffic breaks ahead of him by blocking off those entrance ramps. And we'll see what they do with the exit ramps. But that all requires manpower and personnel, and we don't know what they have ready at their disposal at the moment. But in any event, those calls are going out now, and California Highway Patrol ready to help out the LA County Sheriff's Department here.
Was this today? It was 3 days ago.
Freeway.
Thanks for the bits, Tori. Yeah, I'm gonna research all about everyone involved in this after this. Because since it was 3 days ago, we're gonna have all the information now.
He's basically been gassing it and flooring it wherever he's had the opportunity. Now this is concerning. He's now on the shoulder, but he's gotten all the way back over to the right. As I mentioned, that traffic that I was talking about, that's what you're looking at here. It's too much traffic for his liking, and I predict that he's going to take one of these upcoming exit ramps here. So we'll look out for that.
You're probably right.
Driver's side here in just a minute, but he is hugging that right lane, and I'm not exactly sure.
Bro, this announcer's, he's good.
Let me just double check here.
This guy knows his shit.
Perhaps I'm not. That might be Rose Hills Road, the next exit ramp here. In any event, he is committed. Look at this. He's actually moving over to the left, so maybe committing to the 60 here. I hope that.
How do you practice for this?
In any event,
I have no idea.
Giovanni, he's just flooring it wherever he has the opportunity, just trying to create distance and space.
Oh
with
boy.
those deputies behind
I thought he was going to try and thread the needle there.
He certainly sees it. I don't think. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
There it is. He's off. It's going to be Azusa Avenue, and he can make a left or a right. Oh, he's cutting that guy off, make a wild right turn there, and now southbound.
Another close shave.
Avenue. Southbound Azusa Avenue. Too much traffic for him on the 60 freeway, and now the pursuit continues off the freeway onto surface streets. We'll see if the speeds continue as they have been, but looks like he may think that he's lost those units on the ground. Still see that night sun shining a light on him, but I don't see those deputies just yet. Not sure if they were able to get off the freeway with him. They're being directed.
Well, absolutely not. There was so much traffic. This guy got there by taking the shoulder and forcing it through. The officers can't do that.
These turns put him onto very highly trafficked areas for the most part.
He's a tier 1 spine.
It's literally the middle of rush hour at 5:40 on a Wednesday afternoon, and every turn he makes, he sees brake lights for the most part, and you can see folks just trying to get home without any idea what's coming up behind them. He's already ruined several people's day, but fortunately, at least from what we could tell, does not appear.
What was that?
That's a weed whacker that fell off the back of that truck.
Oh.
It appears to be a gardening truck, guys. There's a lot of landscaping equipment in the back.
Hats off to the cameraman. This was a huge, like, this is real time, by the way. He was able to see that fly off and then zoom in on it and then still keep up with the chase. Good for him. I was very curious what flew off there as well. I thought he started, like, firing missiles like a James Bond truck or something. It was like a little torpedo or something.
What we could tell does not appear to be. That's a weed whacker that fell off the back of that truck, by the way. It appears to be a gardening truck, guys. There's a lot of landscaping equipment in the back of the back of that excuse me, the bed of that pickup truck, excuse me. But in any event, that appeared to be a weed whacker that fell off there, and he's continuing at a high rate of speed, very dangerously, weaving around even the very few cars that there are in this residential neighborhood. He, again, has no problem ramming into anybody in his way, but he's trying to avoid them now.
Well, yeah, he's probably running out of options pretty soon. You can only hotwire old cars. You know, so if he's going to try it again, it's going to have to be in like an old junkyard.
That appears to be paper plates that are flapping in the back there. So very likely a newer model it looks like a Chevy. It's a Chevy. Yeah, it's a Chevy pickup, and he's continuing down.
Or a Kia. Yeah, or a Kia, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Man, he is just. Oh, I just every time he gets into these residential neighborhoods, I worry for not only those cars in his way, but all of the people who live here. If he decides to do anything crazy, which he's already done a lot of crazy things, it could get so dangerous. That incident where he ran through that house could have ended in a deadly situation. There was obviously a struggle there. I'm just grateful that from what we observed, nobody was hurt, but there's no guarantee that it's going to end that way. In any event, he's continuing through this residential suburb here. It's going to be.
He has not done anything to really escape. He's just kind of going on like a tour.
You are urged.
He just makes random turns and that's it.
Pursuit that is speeding through your neighborhood.
Just burning fuel. Yeah. I don't know what the plan was or is.
Uh-oh. All right, coming up on a red light here. He's on the wrong side of the road, northbound Fullerton. That's Colima. He can make a turn there, or if he continues north, that would put him back on the 60, but it looks like he's made a left turn onto Colima Road. Again,
when you see the spotlight, you're fucked.
Well.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot you can do there.
I still don't see anybody behind.
There have been a couple cases of people that have evaded the helicopter in a chase. I've seen it, but it's very, very specific circumstances.
Red light, trying to get around them. Lots of cross traffic here as he continues through that red light, and he's able to make it through. So Colima Road, westbound, is where we are. The helicopter's still overhead, and those sheriff's deputies trying desperately to catch up. We don't know that. That was a guess on my part. That's what I have a feeling, but that means nothing. We have nothing to confirm.
Hey,
it was a stolen vehicle, only to say that.
Don't sell yourself short.
Over for some reason. Not sure what that.
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
Jeepers!
Over the median, and now continuing after missing that cross traffic just by
holy
a hair,
shit!
Just by a hair. Look at this. Officers able to shut down that intersection. We'll see if we start to see that happen again if he continues in the same direction. But there is now, it looked like maybe an undercover vehicle at that intersection. There, look at that.
Oh wait! Oh damn!
And shutting down these intersections ahead of him. It's a very hard.
They had the right read, but the wrong spot.
Very good that they were able to do that for 2 intersections in a row. They can't continue that, but if they can continue to try and leapfrog his trajectory along Colima Road here.
Oh wait, they're up there. They're in position.
Dramatically, it looks like they've got another intersection blocked off.
Are they going to try and spike him? Do they have time?
Colima, so it's going to
no,
be
they're just stopping the traffic.
No cross traffic.
I see.
Those deputies have shut down the intersection, giving him a wide berth to speed through the red light, and now continuing westbound on Colima Road. But just the mere act of shutting down the freeway, it saves lives because it stops all of the traffic. Whatever the
that is true. Not wrong.
Signal says, everybody comes to a stop, and this guy can just speed right through these intersections and not kill anybody. So he's continuing at 90 miles per hour on Colima here, and here come those black and whites. Now they're closing in on him.
Has anyone ever gotten away during a car chase? Yeah, but like I said, it's very rare. The helicopter is so strong.
Coming up on Hacienda Heights, we were in Roland Heights, and now for the first time, we're in Hacienda Heights, basically paralleling the 60 freeway. So just a few blocks north of him is the 60 freeway. So
we're going resub Think and Neon and Warrior in Tier 1 Corvi. Resub Mochi.
605. So 605 off ahead of him, the 60 freeway off to his right, and those deputies clearly closing in on him, giving him a little bit of less space. And if they have an opportunity, which they can't with all of this other traffic in their way, but if they have an opportunity, they will pit him. They will pit him and do whatever it takes to get him off the road. But that assumes that those officers are pit qualified.
Pit maneuver is when they hit the backside of the car, so they spin it out, so they'll hit like the wheel Usually they try and pit maneuver on like this side as opposed to like into oncoming traffic. So usually you'll see them pit towards like the shoulder. I don't think they'll ever get into a position to pit this guy. I don't know how they ever catch him, but I'm going to guess it's not with a pit maneuver. I can do a shit maneuver.
Losing control.
Amen, brother.
Losing control.
Ooh!
Crashing into another car. Crashed into another car.
Pinballed there for a minute.
Like he was trying to evade that deputy again. He was coming up right behind him, and he took that aggressive action, jumping the curb, tearing off somebody else's bumper. Just added to the list, guys. But the pursuit now continuing on Colima through another intersection. Here's another red light. We'll see what he does here. More cross traffic coming through, and now a southbound turn onto South Hacienda Boulevard. Presumably those deputies will make the turn with him and try and close in on him once again. There he is, just about maybe 4 or 5 car lengths back. If he slows
Wait, he's actually gaining on him for the first time.
Close that gap, but every time they do that, he just basically speeds up.
I would like to think that the officer's vehicle is capable of outrunning a pickup truck.
It's exceptionally dangerous, but
it just has to be a matter of trying to play it safe without risking innocent people.
For desperate measures. I think the bigger factor is the fact that there's so many innocent people around him. If they have a straightaway, and obviously they can't do it at like 60 miles per hour, but it's a heavy truck, by the way, so it wouldn't be the easiest pit in the world. But in any event, he's threading the needle.
Attack.
1 lane going, 1 lane coming, southbound Hacienda Road. Cars pulling over, make room for him. But thankfully, in this situation, at least you have the lights and sirens from those deputies right behind him. So you have folks naturally pulling over because they hear the emergency sirens behind them. But this is a very narrow road here. Hacienda Road, as you mentioned, 1 lane going, 1 lane coming, and he's going around everybody over the double yellow lines just to get away from that deputy.
Thanks to Prime. Mud in the resub, Drax. Oh, what a squeeze! What the fuck?
It's a windy road. It's a windy road.
That was like a flats to flounder situation. He just went super flat to get through that. There's the Prime deli meat.
No boundaries, no inhibitions. He is going for it. I mean, I think he's pretty well aware of how this is going to end, and it's not going to be pretty. He's basically enjoying his final minutes of freedom here because there is just no chance at this point. No chance whatsoever.
He's just juicing it for the content of ABC, baby. He said, "This one's for your ratings, guys." You got me. Thanks to the resub, Shokin in the Prime Burrito.
Off-roading, he's going to be in trouble here. He's going to be in trouble. He's off the road at a high rate of speed. He may spin out.
Damn! He held strong.
Back on Hacienda Road. He's gonna, oh, man! He just missed that one. Missed that car barely. It's a windy road that's going to meet up with Hacienda Road on the other end, also called Hacienda Road, where it'll have a little more room for him to play with. But right now, it's a windy road with a lot of traffic in both directions. He's now going the wrong way, and here come separate deputies in the oncoming lanes of traffic. But really, what can they do? I mean, he's just...
Yeah, you can't just, like, head-on collision.
Do a head-on collision, which is not an option.
Yeah.
Turn around now.
That'd be a terrible option.
Ahead of him here, which there will be another major intersection.
Just imagine the officers, like, on the radio. This one's for my country, boys. Fucking head-on collides with him. Leans back with a smile on his face.
This just takes your breath away with every intersection that he blows through.
Fucking action movie scene.
Another residential neighborhood with very narrow streets. Looks like he's not... Okay, so that's El Rancho Drive, and a series of deputies now following him into this neighborhood, or at least
time to deploy RoboCop.
They turned around with him.
Yeah, can we like ODST shock drop RoboCop in here?
They could not keep up with his driving on Hacienda Road, but those two that were coming in the opposite direction are now right behind him. So 2 brand new deputies engaged in this hot pursuit along El Dorado Avenue here in Hacienda Heights. We are, it looks like...
Oh, cul-de-sac!
This is scary. This is scary. A cul-de-sac.
Uh-oh.
Come face to face with this suspect, and you guys know, and our viewers
know, the raid boss is cornered
in this situation because he's already rammed into several vehicles, including deputy vehicles, and there he is again, right through, almost missing them, and now,
okay.
Continuing right out of the neighborhood. He's going to get right out. I mean, he's weaseling.
That'll do it, I suppose.
Predicaments. And I just don't know how much longer this could go on. I just can't
That's not what I expected, but all right.
Nothing they could do. Yeah, right, right. Uh-oh.
Thanks for the bits of Valaire. There is some Ryan and cheese.
Head-to-head with another sheriff's deputy, and he's just going to go around him. That's the protocol, and you can see they're following protocol. They're pulling over, letting him around. They're not going to box him in. And part of the reason, guys, is because these tactics, look at this. He's going out of the neighborhood where there are about a half a dozen.
Oh!
Right through those deputies again, just
missing them. That's
unbelievable.
I disagree with the statement about the boxing in. I think they had a better opportunity to box him in before that point. That was just a really good shooting the gap from him. That one wasn't even on the officers. I think they just waited too long to try and box him in. They had a much better opportunity to do that further back. But then that guy really fucked them in the face with that one. Fucking squeezed a stinker in there. He is making this pickup truck look like it's a smart car. I don't know how he's able to fit through these small gaps and these small holes here. It's wild.
Well, there's about a dozen black and whites, a sea of orcas trying to keep up with him, and they just have no tools at their disposal at the moment to get him off the road. I can tell you that part of this is tactical protocol within the department, because there are other agencies that would treat this a little bit differently, but right now they are sticking with the book and basically just trying to... Okay, I'm just told that he is facing now 3 charges of ADWs, assault with a deadly weapon on a law enforcement officer, on top of all the other...
You don't say.
...here this afternoon, but just to kind of add it to the list. But you can see how many cops are pulling in here. It's unbelievable. It is. He's backtracking on that same windy road, which again has 1 lane going, 1 lane in the opposite direction, and at times he just went around traffic by off-roading into
the gift sub Boca.
It was a miracle he was able to maintain his composure there, but spinning up a lot of dust. It's a narrow road and about a dozen black and whites.
Yeah, probably right now.
But that tire, I think his back left tire is...
he lost his tire.
Not sure if it's coming from the wheel well or if it's coming from that equipment, but something is making...
No, I think that's probably his tire when he hit the curb.
I gotta wonder if all that stuff in the bed of that pickup truck was strapped down. Very possibly not. We've already seen one weed whacker.
No, it's definitely that's got to be the tire. There's no way. What the fuck in the bed of the truck would be creating sparks behind him like that?
I think I'm being told it may be the result of one of those collisions earlier on the same road before he made his way into that neighborhood, possibly. We're going to try, by the way, to get on the other side, get on the driver's side, and catch a glimpse of that left rear tire to see what he's working with back there. But something back there was hitting the pavement, creating those sparks. There you see more sparks actually coming from the front. It's coming
is it the bumper?
Front left sparks.
That might not be the tires.
Look like, but he is...
Oh, no, it's the tires.
He's missing the tires.
Yep.
He's missing the tire. Okay, so, by the way, this is not the first time we've seen this in this pursuit. Last time... Yeah, there's no way. There's no.
What the fuck? What happened to the announcer there? What did he swallow water and it go down the wrong pipe? What was this noise? Listen to this.
This pursuit. Last time. Yeah, there's no way.
It's like a little balloon letting air out.
Especially at these speeds. And they're going to close in on him when he does. But again, there are so many innocent people in the immediate vicinity of this.
Thanks to the Bits Observer, the Resub Sean, the Prime Helium.
There is just so much crossfire, so much collateral in his way here. Civilians that are just in danger every time. I see every. Oh man, sorry, I just cannot keep up with this guy. He is.
No, this guy's a piece of work. He's a real battle axe. I agree.
And very ugly, but at least for the time being.
Also, how is there 40 minutes still? To circle back, they're doing everything by the book. I'm gonna say maybe this is one of those moments where an officer comes in, slaps it down, and says, "It's time we bend our own rules, Chief." And he's like, "All right, give me your badge and your gun. You're off the case." And then he gets the job done. Because the only reason this hasn't been more of a catastrophe is because this guy's somehow been able to avoid hitting most people, most cars, and most things. And that's just a legitimate miracle. This protocol could have had so many problems if this driver was a little worse than he is. He should have been caught fucking 50 minutes ago. Like, this, I don't know how effective this protocol is, to be honest. Surely there's got to be some other way.
Right. More sparks. Yeah.
Thanks to Tier 1 Waffles. Thanks to Prime Lep.
You're starting to get a better idea of how much law enforcement is dedicated to getting this guy off the road. There's about a dozen units behind him. We just saw another half dozen in front of him in the opposite lanes, and now he is continuing at a high rate of speed on a straightaway portion of Hacienda Boulevard, coming up on Colima Road once again if he decides to get back on Colima. But look at that. He's losing that rim. He's on borrowed time with this truck. It's a...
These are the resub cipher. It's still, I actually never knew cars could still drive this fast on rims. Well, I guess it's just one rim, but still. That's pretty impressive.
Barely maneuvering. You see, we're very fortunate that he's on a straightaway section of street here, but if he has to make any tight turns at any speed, it's going to be very difficult for him. But at the very least, you're going to start to see that wheel come.
Like, the ability to still change lanes like this with a wheel missing, that's blowing my mind.
For all kinds of situations, and these are not easy to break down, but you can see he's definitely testing the limits of this truck, and now without that front left tire, it's only a matter of time. Now those deputies have fallen back once again because he's blowing through these red lights, continuing at a high rate of speed, 70 miles per hour at what cannot be more than about a 45
Danzu and Spoon, David and Frosty, and Tier 1 left.
All these intersections with
that's what I said, Tori.
Close calls. It's a miracle we haven't seen anybody get hurt. Now under the freeway, that I believe was the 605. The 60, excuse me.
Oh!
Crashing into a Jeep, crashing into another vehicle here, and and wiping
Yikes.
him out.
Oh,
He just
Jesus
took out
Christ.
another vehicle,
Shit,
rammed
yikes.
into him, heavy damage. I hope that person's okay. Up on the curb.
Yeah, it can't really break.
Look at this. Again,
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yep, it's all crumbling.
Unbelievable. Head on with another car. And here comes.
All right, there we go.
Not even a pit maneuver, but they rammed into him from behind, into a gas station. Folks getting gas at the corner of Gale and Hacienda, into a gas pump.
This has to be where it ends. There's no way.
Probably, but he's going to put it in reverse. Back in reverse towards that deputy. Look at this. Ramming into the front end. They're shooting. They're shooting at him. They're shooting. We're going to wind out, and they are now firing into the cab of that pickup truck. Unbelievable. They are using force. Deadly force is being employed at this moment.
So I will say I did know that they shot him. He doesn't die. He survives the shooting. I did know that happened. I knew it ultimately ended like that. I just didn't know how we ever got to that point.
This madness in the middle. They are stopped. They have stopped. The wheel is off. That front left wheel is off. Yep. Is it still going?
No, this is absolutely.
On the gas? Unbelievable.
No, this is absolutely where the chase ends. There's no shot.
Unbelievable. Foot on the gas. Bullets flying through that truck, and now we'll see as they surround the vehicle. Multiple teams and K9 units already on the scene here, surrounding the vehicle, at least the rear of the vehicle. They can't surround it completely, obviously. They don't want to create a crossfire situation.
They arrested some random guy? What? Oh, what? Why?
Yes. Yes. Somebody's hurt. It looks like somebody, that's the driver. That's the driver. It looks like the driver of that car that he rammed head on into. It looks like he's being arrested. He's being detained for some reason.
Why?
I'm not sure what that's about, but we'll focus on the truck for now.
What?
We'll focus on the truck. Obviously more to that story, but clearly this ending in a crash with several vehicles.
Is it to get him out of the way of danger or something? Like, what the fuck is that?
Creating a lot more smoke. The vehicle's not going anywhere. It's completely disabled. Something just went through that driver's.
Why in handcuffs? I have no fucking idea. I don't know what that was.
He's still gassing it. Multiple bullet holes through the driver's side window, guys. Those are shotgun shells. Those are high caliber shotgun shells that have now fired right through that driver's side window, most likely putting an end to this.
So how long does it stay in this standstill? Okay, then they eventually get him out and arrest him.
Yeah, this has come to an end, guys. I hate to tell you, but well, I'm happy to say it's come to an end. But
Nah, you don't have to put the mask on. Man, I had a lot of fun. It's a real shame that it's over now. I hate to say it. Or, I mean, wait, no, it's good. What a crazy fucking chase. Okay, so it wasn't a full hour 40. It was about an hour 12. That's still absurd. That is the longest chase I've ever heard of. Okay, now let's learn about what the fuck actually happened here. Like the actual lore of it. Okay. Where can I find that interview with the truck owner? Thanks to the resub. Hunch, Smoky, Hack, Bun in the Bits, Shadow, and Slim. Go to when they pull him out of the car to see what he's wearing. Well, can I? Because he did get shot. I imagine there's blood there. Can't watch that on Twitch. No, there's no blood? Okay. Then yeah, let me see what he was wearing.
we think about the have reason The glass breaker is being employed. They may just pull him through the windshield. They may pull him through that window, guys. I have a feeling they will just pull him right. Use passenger seat, and there. Wow. Stepping out of the vehicle. Whoa. Whoa.
I can't read that. What does it say? It says Cowboys. Go Cowboys, I guess. Fight, Cowboys, fight. Alright, where's the interview with the truck owner? I don't even, like, how would I find that? Full chase truck interview? Oh, here we go.
That wild pursuit with crashes, the carjacking, even a home invasion, sparks flying all the while. This one-man rampage
Thanks to Resub Road in the Prime Hunkus in
shell-shocked by the terrifying experience. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter talking to some of those most
hoods when their vehicle dramatic end to one of the most dangerous pursuits on Southland streets.
Oh, crashing into a Jeep!
Somebody open it,
Breaking into their
here we
home.
go.
I was in the kitchen. I just seen somebody open it, and the first thing is like the guy that's out there has got in here. The knives were right there, right next to me, so I got it, and I just started looking. I was like, man, you gotta get out my house. I'm gonna stab you like right now, man.
It all began in Anaheim just before 5. The suspect
Makes
fleeing in
sense.
a black Honda Civic, then breaking into a van and hot wiring the vehicle. Blocked in by police, he began ramming the cruiser.
As he was backing up, the police were coming up behind him, and he backed out and was ramming the police to get out of the parking area. And as he did, and he took off.
John Reynolds still has the keys to his work van. The suspect taking off with his livelihood, dodging his way around officers blocking the street.
Oh, that was his van.
Sparks flying as he takes out more cars.
Ramming into all
Because the other pickup truck was also his work truck, I believe. The other guy's work truck.
Then bails out, running through the neighborhood and into the Benitez's home. Andres grabbing a knife to scare him out. The suspect, he says, high on drugs.
This guy's off the influence, you know. Just by looking at him, I already knew, like, he already knew it was going to be like his last day with freedom or with life.
As the suspect ran out, he grabbed the keys to the family's new work truck. Andres' mother holding him back as he continued to threaten the thief with the knife.
Oh my goodness, look at this! He just stole it.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God!
can't say I blame him.
It just breaks my heart because, you know, that truck that he stole is our work truck, you know. And we use it every day. And that truck, we had literally just got it 3 weeks ago.
The pursuit continuing into LA County, the suspect escaping several attempts to stop him.
Look at this!
At the very least, she got one hell of a ride out of it.
Taking out more innocent drivers before crashing
What a
into
voyage
a
she
gas
went on.
station at Hacienda and Gale in the City of Industry, then ramming into another cruiser trying to once again escape. Deputies opening fire with less lethal rounds. The day's
I really hope they cover that.
finally taken into custody.
Does the city cover that? I feel like they'd have to, right? Well, I guess maybe it wouldn't be on the city, it'd be on like the insurance provider. But they have to provide something, right? No? They don't? Huh. Thanks, Resub Nova and Hoodie. Why would they? I just assumed, like, because it's the result of a police chase. I would just assume they would, like, chip in and cover cost of damages during a police chase. That's that kind of shit you see in, like, anime where it's like, damn, the agency's gonna have to pay for all this damage you caused when hunting down this devil here, Dingy. So I don't know, I just made an assumption. Is it Prime Friday? Yeah, I mean, Chainsaw Man was just the first thing that popped into my head because I just watched the episode where they're talking about the damages. That was just the first thing that popped in my head.
Leaving a wake of damage and destruction in his path for at least 2 families, their livelihoods left in limbo.
It just makes me upset, like, how, like, a lowlife can do all this to, like, innocent people, you know, that's just trying to live life. Like, when I saw him in the eyes, I already knew he didn't care about his life.
Yeah, I think that much was pretty clear from the way he was acting. That driving was fucking nuts.
Caught up in this, a GoFundMe has been set up for the Penguinz family to help them with their work truck that they use for their landscaping business. All their tools also stolen. Investigators not releasing much about that suspect. All we know at this point is that he faces a very long list of charges. Live in the City of Industry, Leanne Suter, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
How's the GoFundMe going? I don't know what I expected. I don't know why I thought ABC would actually put the GoFundMe here. Huge. How is their GoFundMe going? They've raised 90K. Oh, fuck yeah, that's huge. Okay, well that's good news at least. That'll absolutely cover the cost of the tools in the truck. There's the bits Mac. Well, that's good news at least. What about the van owner, the other guy? He's a tier 1 big oof. The prime sweep. No, the van owner doesn't have anything? That's fucked up. Alright, let me read about this guy now. So what are they calling him? The Whittier man? Is that the area? Oh, hey, here we go. Wait, no, they're both in this one. More than 120K raised for men who had their vehicles stolen. And luckily I now have to pay for the LA Times in order to access this. Oh, never mind, I can just allow ads. As if, no shot. Let me get another source. Okay, here. Oh wait, this is the same segment. Is there no updates on the suspect? What the fuck is this? DUI suspect on horse leads Whittier police on chase? How many police chases do they have in this area? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are you doing this to me? Look up the other guy that got arrested. Well, I'm trying to find just like a full like breakdown within the last couple days, because it's been 3 days now since this. I would hope they'd have like a full explanation on everything. But so far, not really. Oh, here's the GoFundMe page for the Penguinz family. Over 100K. That's wonderful to hear. Good. Oh, here we go. He has a GoFundMe as well. 38K. Not as much. But I mean, that's still much better than nothing. But the van is going to be a lot more expensive than the truck. So it looks like for some reason his has been overshadowed. Look up the bystander who got detained in this. It's messed up. Well, how can I find that? That's what I'm looking for. Don't link it. Like, don't link things. I just tell me where I can find it so I can look it up. I don't click links. Go to Mike Rogers on Twitter. Okay. This is just going to be your Twitter account. Just, hey, I'm Mike Rogers. Which one? And probably the journalist's account. All right, let's see. So this is about the bystander who got arrested.
I want you to take a look at this car that Desmond is zooming in on right now. As the chase was coming to an end, the suspect hit that car. And then deputies rammed the suspect into that car again. Then Desmond Shaw and Sky 9 spotted deputies running up to that car. At first, we feared the people inside had been wounded in the shooting, but then we saw officers tackling one of them and walking him away in handcuffs.
Yeah, why? Wait, what the fuck?
And he talks about the injuries he says he suffered.
The sheriff's smashing into his car. One of them smashed into my car and immediately started shooting guns. It just sounded crazy, like a war zone. Blah, blah, blah. I got out the car immediately. I don't want my son and my wife to get part of that. So as soon as I get out the car, the cops just smashed me. Started socking me.
Were they confused?
Like if I was the dude that stole the car. They immediately throw me in cuffs and they're dragging me around and bumping my head, hitting my head. Did not have to happen that way. I had nothing to do with it. We're just bystanders getting out of their way. Instead, they went and attacked me brutally, you know, in front of my family, in front of everybody. And it's not right, you know, it's not right.
Oh, we talked to the sheriff's department. They give us a comment on what happened. They tell us that Cruz refused to leave the area, so they then took action. Cruz says he was just trying to get his family out of the line of...
What? He refused to leave the area. Well, let's, you know what, actually, let's check that out in real time. Let's see how stern this refusal was to leave the area. I'm so curious here. Because it looks like he gets hit, and then it is the second the officers show up on the scene, arrested. Okay, let's see. I'm curious.
That driver's side, you can see even a pit maneuver, but they rammed into him from behind into a gas station.
Okay, so that's his car has now just been hit again.
Into a gas pump.
So his car has been hit twice.
He's going to try and get out probably, but he's going to put it in reverse, back in reverse towards that deputy. Look at this, ramming into the front end. They're shooting at him. They're shooting. We're going to widen out, and they are now firing into the cab of that pickup truck. Unbelievable. They are using force. Deadly force is being employed at this moment.
So he's still there. He hasn't been arrested yet. Now he's being arrested.
They are stopped. They have stopped. The wheel is off. That front left.
It's been a matter of seconds. Actual seconds. Yikes. That's fucking trash. That's some straight garbage right there. That guy did nothing wrong and just gets arrested for getting hit twice. Oh, gee, well, sorry, I didn't even see that. Thank you for the 25 gift subs, Cool Out. Thank you for that, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Cool Out. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. And thanks to the resub Leon and the Bits Mac. The suspect's name is Johnny Enchado. Thanks to resub Boogie and Hyena and Potato. Hopefully he gets a payday out of that. Like, can't you sue for that? You gotta be able to, right? He got an injury so he can sue. He absolutely should. That's so fucked up. Oh my god, I'd be so tight. My car just got hit. Oh my god, my car just got hit again. What the fuck is happening? I'm processing information. Okay, honey, what do I do? The cops are here, they're shooting. Do I pull out and run, or is that gonna look suspicious? I don't know what to do. Holy fuck, they're opening my door. Oh my god, I'm being arrested. It's been 20 seconds. Like, they want him to literally be like a speedrunner to immediately make this decision instantly in an intensely stressful situation after being hit twice out of nowhere. That is outrageous. Oh yeah, and apparently they roughed him up too, which you could kind of see, which I said was really fucking weird because they threw him on the ground and like aggressively handcuffed the shit out of him. That makes no sense. What must have happened is they got confused on who they were actually chasing and for some reason assumed it was this car. I have no other explanation for why that would have even happened remotely. Because even if they were out there just to like fuck things up, they have a perfect target with the guy who's just gone on a hour-long pursuit, a chase. They wouldn't even need to rough up this guy. They have someone they could go beat the shit out of. That makes no sense. I think that's the only explanation. They didn't want to look dumb. So they tried to come up with some kind of justification for roughing this guy up. But I think the real reason was they got confused on who they were actually chasing. It'd been over an hour. It spanned so much distance that they just simply forgot what the car or suspect looked like. So the first person they saw when they arrived at the scene, because keep in mind, those people that arrested him, those cops, they showed up so late, they were probably so out of it and just fucked this guy up thinking that this was the suspect. That's the only thing I can make sense of. Just actual idiots. Thanks, Risa, munchy and necrotic. Why lie when asked about it? To look less stupid? I have no idea. I don't work for the department. I have no fucking clue. They didn't get confused. I see no other reason why they would have. I see people keep saying racism. They had no idea this guy's race when they got there. They literally ripped the first guy out of the car they saw. I don't think race came into play at all. They legitimately showed up and ripped this man out of his car. He was out of the car? No, he wasn't. Was he? Am I getting confused on which one's him? Because look, they opened the door right here. Right there. Right there. Unless he was opening the door from being outside. I guess that's possible. It's kind of blurry, but to me it looks like they pulled him out of the car. He was out of the car? When? It opens right here and the cops are already surrounding him. Earlier he was out? Okay, hold on, let me go back to the full one. The camera pans off it, so I can't know for sure, I guess. Is this him standing out there? I was under the impression this was one of the cops.
Peering into the cab of that pickup truck. Unbelievable. They are using force. Deadly force is being employed at this moment to try and stop this madness in the middle.
So then he starts getting arrested up there.
The wheel is off.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that was him standing out there. I thought that was one of the officers.
Yep. Is it still going?
Oh, you're right. Okay, sorry. I thought that was one of the officers. He goes to get back in, and that's when they rip him out? Yeah, so that's what this is. So it's him opening the door, and then them taking him down. You're right. You're right. I thought that was an officer outside at the start. Thanks to Tier 1 Federation, and resub Mass and Jackson and Sway. He's not following order. Yeah, that's just a dog shit take. I think real time, it was 20 seconds from the second time his car gets hit. That's 20 seconds of pure panic. Instantaneous chaos. 1 second you are parked with your family, next second you've been hit by a pickup truck, and then you get hit again by the same pickup truck after a cop hits it. You're fucking stunned. You're not processing things normally. 100%. He gets out, he's confused, he's trying to make sense of what's happening, and then he goes to get back in, probably to leave, which I think would be the logical thing to do. That would probably be most people's thought process, like, holy shit, they're shooting, I'm gonna leave. And then that's when they throw him down. That is absolutely just big cop L. I don't think there's any excuse. Like, there isn't, like, yeah, there's, like, actually no time for him to not even follow orders. It is 20 seconds from the time his car gets hit the second time. Actual 20 real-world seconds. He's getting arrested right here, and the second time he gets hit was right here. Well, a little before that. But yeah, roughly, like, 20 seconds. He's the resub Psycho, Slap, and Nori, and Autobot. The bitch Reginald. And there's a tier 1 Sun and the resub Martine. What a wild situation. God damn. That was a crazy chase. Thanks to the gift sub Javon. Oh, Javon. And the resub Yazzie. And the prime Salty. And gives baby cakes. You should do a wiki fact. What? On what? That's a good placement from Amazon there. True. The Amazon truck slides in. They used the homeless man's shopping cart as cover, did they? You're right. What? Okay. What? Why? Why even? There's 3 cops using the homeless guy's shopping cart as their cover. But why? Like, you use this. Like, this would be better. And using other cops as cover. Well, that's not, like, uncommon. Like, you're talking about, like, this clusterfuck here. I don't think it's necessarily using other cops as cover there. I don't really know what the fuck you'd call this. But they're just all trying to get behind this car and grouped up. This is just pure wackiness. I don't know what situation a shopping cart is going to be a good form of cover, but Godspeed. Better than nothing? Is it better than nothing, though? I don't know. At least with nothing, you're more maneuverable. Here, for some reason, you're taking cover, so if shit pops off, you're gonna be, like, ducking behind a shopping cart. Like, you're better off just, like, doing tactical rolls around there, like Dark Souls. Mobile cover? What do you mean mobile cover? There's no cover there. It's a fucking shopping cart. It's very porous. Now this was like a steel bucket shopping cart, maybe. Could also be a firing platform? Maybe. I guess. That'd make more sense than them actually thinking it's good cover. Holy shit, how many of them stack up on this shopping cart? What the fuck? What? Alright. Oh my god, what the fuck? So many of them around the shopping cart. Just get behind the police car or like literally anything else. Holy shit. It's like half the department's behind the shopping cart. Thanks to the resub crux. Yeah, the car catches fire eventually, I know. I saw. I want to see if they push the cart around. I didn't pay attention to that the first time. No, they don't. Yeah, I already talked about the Twitter blue checkmark trolling that led to billions of dollars being lost from Lockheed Martin and Eli Lilly. Shit's amazing. Riot Shield inside shopping cart is Galaxy Brain. That would be Galaxy Brain. That would be huge. Exit Prime cracked in the resub. Izumi. What's the Newegg accusation? First I've heard of that. I thought I caught up on all the big stories from the week. I haven't heard about this Newegg situation, though. Have they released anything about the driver? Because I didn't see anything pop up about him. Newegg's going bankrupt? What? They let him go for being a Dallas Cowboys fan. He's suffered enough. Yeah, well, that is rough. That is rough. Thanks to Prime Mia and the resub Wind. Newegg. No, so they're not. Oh my god, I don't even know why I bothered trying to get the information from chat. I'm getting so many different responses about the Newegg thing. I know shit about it. Why are people saying rip Joe Rogan? It's just been a meme for a long time. Elizabeth Holmes looking at 15 years in prison. Yeah. Not enough for the shit she pulled. But yeah, I know. Theranos. Didn't finish God of War. I was going to play it tonight after catching up with everything, but didn't realize just how long that chase was, really. So I'm actually getting kind of tired. I think I'll call it a night and we'll just bang out some God of War tomorrow. Alright everyone, thanks for tuning in. To everyone who donated, big thanks. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot, so thanks for subbing. Enjoy the emotes, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hope you all have a great... There was a goofy chase earlier today. It's called Track Loader Leads Police on Pursuit on I-10 in Mobile County, Alabama.
So I'm assuming that they are shutting down the interstate. This is a...
You've got to shut down the whole county. There's a menace on the loose. He's gonna flip him! Run! Scram!
Alright, so you can see tactics being used by the police driving the SUVs.
What do you mean tactics? They ran. The tactic is fear.
6, 7, 8, 9 to stop. Now we see it has stopped on its own. This is...
Oh, he's turning around! Get out of there, boys! He's unpredictable! He's gonna flip over the speed limit sign.
A delicate situation as we have a lot of our first responders in the area trying to figure out a way to stop this, and of course
there is no way to stop it. It's checkmate.
A threat here. Why is the person
Michael Jordan in his prime? You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Things that our local law enforcement have to keep in mind as they try to get the situation under control.
We should mention we just got...
Oh yeah, they're backing up real quick. He's like a sneeze. You can only hold him in for so long before he blows.
In the next 30 minutes to an hour, it's not going to happen, but you can take Halls Mill Road to get...
This is cool. This is cute.
Yeah, we're going to stay with this for a little while here. As Chelsea just mentioned, we don't have a ton of information as we ad-lib this to you, but...
Oh, shit.
Cutting off the exits...
Officer Action's got the blunderbuss.
And apologies to our people in back. We're getting close.
He's going to try and shoot the... shoot the track.
We can't really see what the vehicles that are...
Killdozer 2, doze harder.
Trying to not let the Bobcat
Amen.
To another area.
Going in this direction, I would highly encourage you to not. Just
if you were planning to leave your house at all today, I'd encourage you not to.
Holding on to one of
there is a supervillain afoot.
On I-10, exit 15A right there in between 15A.
There's so many cops. Holy shit. Jesus, it's like a scene out of The Walking Dead when they roll up with the whole crew, like the whole neighborhood comes out riding in. Jesus. Like, what is this guy doing? I need an excuse to get in the bed of the truck with my fucking musket.
Block off as many
Man, this driver's stupid though. He could have easily just taken this bitch down the hill over there in the grass, bought himself some time.
Brand new situation that is happening in the city.
Where'd he go?
Specifically in Theodore, if you are just
Deactivate cloaking tech. Find him.
It looks like Joe that they will try
and stop
the traffic in the near future. We are getting.
Do they just lose him?
That they have disabled that Bobcat again. It was going out of the way of the Aldot.
Off screen. They did it off. Are you guys stupid? We didn't get footage of that? How did they win? How do you beat something like this? Oh, baby. Go home. Be free. Into the great outdoors. That's God's country, son. They can't follow you there. That's just you and the Lorax now. No, don't turn around. You're so close. Oh, yeah, this must be where they get him. Yeah, they're closing in on him. They're bringing the walls down here. This guy is really having a good time. So is that guy. He said, I gotta get my steps in. Don't let him get to exit 15A. If he gets there, it's over. Our jurisdiction ends. He'll de-aggro. Where'd he go? What happened to him? Man, can we get some better footage here? Damn it. Whoa, wait, what is this? Is this the same thing? It looks like he tried to flip over one of the police cars. How long was he at it? Oh, yeah, he's in it. He's poking him. I see why they were backing up. This guy has no fear. Man, to be one of these daily commuters and see this, what a treat. Man, this went on for quite a while, huh? We had the GTA cinematic angle. A little too cinematic, we're losing him. That's where we saw him try and get to the woods. Nope, this is all we got. That's all we get to work with. Well, I guess there's this. It looks like he did make it to exit 15A. What happened back here, we may never know. Wait, is that real? The suspect got into a shootout with the police after the chase. He's now in the hospital with unknown injuries. Well, I can tell you... I'm going to be honest, I don't know if the injuries are that unknown. I'm going to spitball and say it's probably bullet wounds. So this was 11 hours ago. The driver was taken to the hospital. Is there any recent updates? So it was a stolen skid steer, and it was used to try and hit someone near the intersection of Noble Drive and Noble Lane. When they tried to stop the vehicle, he fled and then got onto I-10. Officers fired shots, and the driver, the track loader, was taken into custody and then to the hospital. Police said his injuries had been from the gunfire, and his condition is not available at the time. Did he fire back, or did they just open fire on him? It doesn't say. Seems like they just got fed up of the slow speed chase and they started peppering him. What an interesting chase. Oh, here comes the announcer.
Copy that.
There he is.
Welcome, everybody, as you join us live on ABC7.com and our ABC7 streaming apps. Chris Christie up in Air 7 HD as we
I love how he introduces it like an actual event.
Through South LA. Now, this person has crisscrossed a number
Hey, welcome
of
to the Moist Esports broadcast of this live police chase.
Area after a home invasion. Buena Park PD pursuing this home invasion suspect up the freeway. Anaheim PD assisting in this pursuit until he got into LA County, and now CHP and the LA County Sheriff's Department have been juggling this pursuit. He has been on the 105 and the 110 at various points, doing extreme speeds. Eventually, on the 110 freeway, he got off at Florence, was out of the vehicle, and carjacked a new vehicle.
Oh,
the
there is a
original
carjacking.
car was a silver hatchback. Now the suspect is in a black sedan, which you see here, approaching this red light, getting off the freeway now at 120th Street. He is at the 105, getting off at 120th, going at a high rate of speed with the airship above him. Those ground units, however, for the time being, have
Thanks for
pulled off
resub-loading.
because this pursuit
The
is
bitch
just
icy.
too dangerous. LA County Sheriff making that call just moments ago. The driving was too dangerous. They decided they have enough intelligence from the helicopter to try and track him from above for now until they have a better opportunity to catch up with him. But right now, California Highway Patrol is standing back per the request of the LA County Sheriff's Department. Now, he's in in an industrial area here in Hawthorne. Coming up on Hawthorne Airport.
Oh,
again, still
I thought it was the other car.
pushing the pedal to
There
the
he is.
metal, about double the speed limit as he makes his way down Crenshaw Boulevard. We are only aware of the driver inside of this car, not clear if there was anybody else inside the car when he carjacked this vehicle just about 10 minutes ago. So again, a car,
Oh,
tapping,
boy.
front bumper there with that SUV.
Uh-oh.
At a high
Little
rate of
love
speed,
tap on the
now
way
coming
by.
up on a little bit of traffic now on Crenshaw Boulevard at 131st. Very aggressive.
This guy's gonna
driving,
do a citizen's arrest on him
crisscrossing all
now.
of these
We need
lanes
to
here,
exchange
and now
information,
it looks
asshole.
like that car that he hit is trying to catch up with him. So an SUV tapped there by the rear bumper, and now he's trying to chase this car, which is now under the
God,
night
I hope he
sign
does it.
of the LA County Sheriff's Department, again trying to squeeze through this traffic on Crenshaw Boulevard going southbound.
Thanks to the bits again, Sylvie.
Southbound Crenshaw Boulevard at 75 miles per hour. Another red light coming up here. All 3 lanes occupied. Let's see if he squeezes
He's going
by
on the
here
sidewalk.
or jumps the curb. Right
Yeah,
now he's in
sidewalk.
that right lane. It's the black Audi that you see right there.
Oh,
with
maybe
his
not.
brakes starting to smoke a bit. Cutting
Oh,
off with
God.
the Mercedes, tapping the bumper there, and another collision.
This guy's
Here
just
comes
running
some more black
around,
and
just
whites.
giving little
More
taps,
black
little
and
paint
whites entering the
exchange.
pursuit now, engaging with this suspect. It looks to be LA County Sheriff's Department. Will try and confirm that in
Jesus
just a
Christ.
second. Now doing close to 100 miles per hour eastbound on Rosecrans Avenue. Turning onto Rosecrans Avenue from Crenshaw at 100 miles per hour.
Oh.
On the green light there. Let's see what's up ahead of him here. He's got lots of traffic on Rosecrans. He's weaving across these lanes, trying to evade those 2 officers behind him. Again, a helicopter above, 2 black and whites behind him.
Holy shit.
A pursuit that has crossed over the county line on several freeways.
This
and
guy's
extreme
burning
speeds, and those
rubber
extreme
out
speeds
here.
Are continuing now in a separate vehicle, which this person has carjacked here in the last 15 minutes. Now, look at this. He is coming up on more traffic, trying to get around here, has no problem tapping these other cars to get them to move out of the way. Slowing down a little bit. As soon as he finds a straightaway, he will press it once again. Again, those LA County Sheriff's units having a really difficult time trying to keep up with this suspect. Another near miss right there. And again, he is on
Man, this guy
on
is
the run of his life. And this
ruthless.
is a dangerous suspect behind the wheel of this Audi. It's a stolen Audi. It is the second vehicle he has carjacked this evening. The original one was home invasion. Look at this, somebody crossing the street there as he passes through. I forget, I did not catch that that cross street in any event. We're westbound.
First
on
LA
eastbound
driver to
Rosecrans
use blinkers.
At, it looks like
All right.
into a shopping center now. Into a shopping center.
Maybe, oh, nope.
Suspect using that parking lot to
What a
come out the other
move.
end of Vermont Avenue, coming back onto Rosecrans in the oncoming lanes of traffic, going the wrong way on Vermont, now turning back onto eastbound Rosecrans
What
Avenue.
the fuck? So he went through the parking lot just to go back to the same street he was on. This guy's off his gourd.
LA County Sheriff still with their helicopter overhead calling out the shots for those units on the ground, and now
Why
we
even
have
evade?
some
There's no way
units,
out.
Code 3
I don't
right
know.
behind them. They've
I
managed
really
to
don't
catch
know.
up with them once again.
Very
as he
rarely
gets
can you
under the
escape the
110
chopper.
freeway. He's getting onto the
And you have to
110
be very lucky.
off of Rosecrans.
Fucking dumb to even try.
Southbound 110 freeway. Southbound 110 freeway at 125 miles per hour.
Thanks to the
California
Tier 1
Highway
stone.
Patrol being alerted to this pursuit.
Yeah, that was
LA
just
County
a really
Sheriff
lucky one
still
for
the
that
lead
guy.
agency in
The
this
guy that
pursuit,
went under the bridge.
But he is going to run out of freeway here in the next several miles. He's going to be coming up here on the 91 freeway, just off the nose. Looking out the window here, he's got a little bit of traffic to contend with in about another half mile to a mile. Some more brake lights on the 110 freeway. Still managing to speed up here at 100 miles per hour.
You can outspeed a helicopter, but it's very rare. Even if he did, though, it wouldn't matter, because the helicopter would still have so much information to relay to the authorities, they'd be able to find him pretty quickly thereafter. Because they're communicating with each other during the whole thing.
Westbound 91
I can just get him
the
later.
110 freeway. Another near miss there. Look at this. There's the night sun. Units following him off of the 110 freeway.
Yeah, it is a stolen car. That is correct. Quick text message while he's in traffic.
He's at the end of the 91. Turning off of Artesia, making a U-turn.
All right. Did I hear the word Artesian tossed around here?
Units, 3 units. Now
So I'm
about
going to throw an Artesian builds computer off the
as he transitions back
overpass
onto
there.
the 110 freeway. It looks like, or is he maintaining? This will put him underneath the 110, under the 110 freeway.
Oh,
Getting off
Artesia.
here.
Gotcha.
Fishtailing slightly, taking that exit ramp or transition ramp a little too fast. Now getting onto the northbound 110. Northbound 110 freeway.
There's a Volvo? No, it's an Audi.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a dangerous high-speed pursuit now on the northbound side of the 110 freeway. If you're just joining us, this all started in Orange County in the Buena Park jurisdiction, Buena Park rather, and Anaheim PD chasing the suspect up the 5 freeway into LA County. CHP and the Sheriff's Department chasing him up the 110 freeway before he got off and carjacked another vehicle. Now you see him in this black Audi. He is crisscrossing a number of South LA freeways and is now back on the northbound side of the 110 freeway and is what is nothing less than just a dangerous pursuit. We've seen several collisions
Yeah,
already.
this guy is unhinged.
That looked like, that's still LA County Sheriff's helicopter. I think CHP is on the way out with their ship as well.
He's a bit
2
hot.
Sheriff's units behind him. 3 actually.
Oh, I
3
heard that
units
went into
behind him.
effect. That's awful. Thank you, Tier 1 Kayla. What makes people think they can outrun the helicopters? Drugs, stupidity, desperation? I don't know, man. Maybe a cocktail of all 3.
Suspect jumping over into the express lane is now using the shoulder to evade some of this traffic. Northbound side in the express lanes of the 110 freeway at
James
upwards of
and
80
Manny.
to 90 miles per hour, close to 100 now. Traffic a little bit lighter as he makes his way further north here, and then it's going to pick up once again once he passes the 105 freeway. So he's got a somewhat manageable stretch here where he could speed up again, but still you can see a little bit of a jam up there, and now he's got all 4 lanes to
This
play
guy
with
should be arrested, to
as
be
he comes
honest.
up on the 105
You don't
freeway.
say. The guy who broke into a home and then stole a car during the initial
up the
chase and is now engaged in this chase should be arrested.
105
Brother, you
west.
keep those hot takes to yourself, okay? I don't want to hear them. Things a Tier 1 snap.
Westbound 105. He took the northbound 110 onto the westbound 105 ramp, now back on the westbound side of the 105. He's retracing his steps here as he has been on both of these freeways in the same area already a couple of times.
He
now
was
back on the
clearly
westbound side at
framed.
90 miles per hour, heading back towards the west.
It's a self-driving Audi. There's a ghost in the machine, and this
Another
guy is
exit
a
ramp here.
helpless victim.
getting off the 105. Getting off the 105 back at Vermont. Fixing for a northbound turn around that car. People crossing the street there, and he just whipped around onto the northbound side of Vermont Avenue. Another red light here. He's probably going to run it. Got a red light here. He's making the right on that red.
Accurate prediction.
I don't see those units behind him anymore. We'll see if they've been able to keep up with him. They are setting up for a spike strip at some point, but he has put a kink in those plans as I think that was before he got off the 110 freeway. So now he's on Imperial, coming up on Hooper, a southbound turn on Hoover rather.
Thanks, a resub, Chris.
Southbound Hoover under the 105 freeway. There's those units still on the 105. They're going to attempt to get off with them here. I don't know how close the closest unit is, but they are a ways back.
Not very close, I'll tell you that much.
Put some distance between him and
this guy was going 130.
Once again. Southbound Hoover just south of the 105 freeway. You see the night sun in the frame there. That is still LA County Sheriff continuing this pursuit. And now a turn into a more residential street. That's going to be 119th
in the prime
Street.
Make. Well, that was wholesome. Thank you for that, Dragon. Hope you had a good night.
Units closing in on him now as he comes out on 119th and Figueroa, turning south now on Figueroa. We should stress again, we do not know if he is the only person in this vehicle. He quickly jumped into this vehicle, and we have no idea whether
I'm going to just speculate that he is.
Victims in this car. In any event, this is a carjacking suspect now who has stolen this car in the middle of this pursuit, continuing the pursuit in this black Audi. 2 helicopters, low level, right behind it, right over him right now. That's going to be, I think, not only LA County Sheriff, but that's also LAPD, right? Both sheriff. 2 LA County Sheriff helicopters now right overhead. You can see the night sun as he approaches approaches Main Street here on 120th Street.
Thanks to the Prime PMAX and the Bits Gandhi. We plan on doing more of that, Gandhi. I'd say just wait till we start doing that more actively. That's super sweet.
Eastbound 120th. Wild left there through the red.
Almost threw the ass out of it.
Boulevard, now going northbound. Just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination here. He's obviously just doing whatever he can to lose these units and potentially find a hiding spot.
Oh yeah, he's going to try and hide under the bridge here.
Now
100%.
He's underneath the freeway. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's under the freeway. He's under the freeway, probably dumping the vehicle. He's under the freeway, has not come out
the cops actually got there pretty quick.
A unit following him underneath.
Yeah, oh wow.
There he is, there he is.
Where'd this guy come from? Who's behind the wheel there? Is that Dominic Toretto? Like, Jesus Christ, that cop actually got there quick.
Now on 116th with the sheriff's unit right behind him. That primary unit now engaging the suspect once again. He's doing circles now underneath the 105 freeway.
He was absolutely about to dump that car.
A primary unit and a
but
secondary
that cop
unit right
rolled in. He fucking scooted in sideways.
That's going to be 118th Street.
Thanks, Resub, Dragon, Penguin,
These are
and
very
Corbin,
narrow
and Prime
residential
Call.
streets where he is zigzagging his way through. Again, all of this happening
Yeah, I saw that trailer, Jay.
here in South LA.
It's a new car. I don't think it is, man.
Close call here. Look at this cross traffic coming up on Central
I don't think
Avenue.
he had time.
Continuing a northbound turn onto Central. Again heading back towards the freeway and taking the freeway. Jumping on the eastbound side, this time going eastbound on the 105 freeway with a
It's
full
a Mercedes
pursuit
now.
contingent.
Here, why don't we solve this debate real quick? So we're at 1813. Let's see. He entered with an Audi. I don't think he pulled some kind of crazy magic trick here and got a new car. I think you've convinced yourself. So let's see. He enters the bridge. And see if we can get the license plate. Or at least some kind of identifying feature.
There, through the red, northbound Avalon Boulevard, now going northbound.
I mean, I guess that's as good as that's going to get.
Just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination here.
And then let's see how it ends. Or see how he spits out. That's 100% the same car. It's not even close. I mean, he was only under there for like not even 10-15 seconds before the cops rolled up. We were like right here. Like, that's not, unless it was a Kia that he stole. He doesn't have nearly enough time to do that.
Traffic coming up on Central Avenue.
Kia is just
continuing.
You hop in and it'll just take you on a ride itself.
Onto Central.
Apparently, there's like no security on that shit. I guess.
Again, heading back towards the freeway and taking the freeway. Jumping on the eastbound side, this time going eastbound on the 105 freeway with a full pursuit contingent right behind him. That's all LA County Sheriff's units.
It's 100% a Mercedes now. It's definitely the same car, then they got it wrong about it being an Audi to begin with.
Who just happened to be there as well, it looks like. And he is he's not a part of this pursuit, but he is there maybe to perform a traffic break if they have an opportunity to. We are not seeing anything like that just yet because these speeds are so fast and this pursuit is so erratic. If he stays on the freeway, I would
God damn it! Now I'm too drawn into this. Here, let's pay attention to the trim here. I'm very confident this is the same car. Let's go back to one of their other close-ups. That would have been a speed run record of carjacking if he somehow pulled that off. Where's another close-up? I mean, I don't even need another close-up. You can still see the trim even on this.
Some point, but he has put a kink in those plans.
Yeah, I mean, it's just definitely the same car. If it's a Mercedes at the end, then they just got the call wrong about it being an Audi in the beginning.
If he stays on the freeway, I would expect at the very least California Highway Patrol will try and
but it's definitely the
same
same car.
By starting to
Tier 1 loser in the Prime Goblin.
Traffic breaks. But right now, it is all up to LA County Sheriff's units to keep up with this pursuit. Jumping in the HOV lane at 95 miles per hour. Eastbound 105.
The rims are different. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to keep entertaining this. Are the rims different? Let's see. Okay, and then let's go to another one, an older one. Before he goes under.
Been on both of these freeways in the same area already a couple of times. Now back on the west.
No shot. There's more light on it here. Let me see if I can find one that's a little closer to the other angle. They had so many close-ups in the beginning, but I don't... Here. This one's a little too blurry. It's close enough. Silver rims, silver trim. Let's go back to this close-up. Did I go too far? Silver rims, it seems. Silver trim. Yeah, I mean, that's just the same fucking car.
It's the same. It's the same. That's the same car, right? Yeah. They said Mercedes. They said Mercedes, but that he was in the. Okay.
So they just got confirmation it's the same car too. I could have just let it fucking play.
Yeah, we're just double checking that. I heard that same thing. Oh no. He's in a Mercedes now.
Then they got the original call wrong. This
That's
is 100%.
a different car.
No shot. It's not.
Did he carjack somebody else under the freeway?
There's no shot. It's the same car.
Right. This is a different car. This is a different car.
Then he stole the exact same model. He had a clone waiting under the bridge.
Under the freeway. That's the only time.
The other car also had a sunroof. It had silver trim. It had silver rims. Same car. What? That makes no sense. There's no, I still don't believe that call. Then,
Right,
then it wasn't an Audi to begin with. There's no shot.
We've seen two separate cars in this pursuit now, and this is maybe the third car since this pursuit started. As we try and sort that out, he's continuing to do circles in the Willowbrook area, now coming up on Compton. He is coming up on Louise Street here as he makes his way through Compton. LA County Sheriff behind a new vehicle. This appears to be a Mercedes-Benz, a black, dark silver or gunmetal Mercedes-Benz, a four-door.
You don't know shit about cars? I know shit about cars that look absolutely identical.
Something very odd has happened in this pursuit, ladies and gentlemen. Can we re-rack that? Christina, are you able to? Christina, are you guys able to re-rack that somehow back there? We want to make sure that we're positive that was an Audi before.
Even they're second guessing it as well.
Northbound Alameda.
He was literally under the bridge for 15 seconds.
Now coming towards him.
You can't hotwire a modern car like that quickly. There'd be a victim of a carjacking. It'd be easy to confirm. The only way he'd get this car is if he literally threw someone out of it and took it. And in that case, you have a victim there who would easily be able to tell you, yeah, my fucking car just got stolen. There's no shot. You cannot steal a car that quickly. It was planned. I highly fucking doubt it. This was a home invasion gone wrong. How the fuck would they have planned it?
Might be somebody in the passenger seat. Scanner. Continuing northbound Alameda into oncoming lanes of traffic now, coming up on a red light.
Exhibit Sylvie, the Resubvordits, and Julian. And Papa Mark. From the article online, here. How is there already an article? This was 3 minutes ago. Authorities were chasing a black Audi, but once the car got under an overpass, the suspect hopped in a Mercedes-Benz and continued fleeing. It's unclear if there was another carjacking or if the driver was waiting for a Mercedes. How would that be unclear? If it was a carjacking, there'd be a victim. Like, I don't think anyone just parked under the overpass. These give subordinates in the tier 1 Shy Gal. Totally different car. If it's a different car, it's a very minorly different car. This man found clones. I think it's a tier 1 Yodi.
I just heard female driver. Am I the only one that heard that? Female driver? Is that even possible? Vehicle coming to a stop. Vehicle coming to a stop. 1, 2, 3, 4 suspects.
Shit.
We're going to follow the driver. 4 suspects running from that vehicle.
This makes it even less likely they got into another fucking car. How is that possible?
Now coming to a foot pursuit.
You had 9 fucking people in that car all of a sudden, like a clown car getting out?
LA County Sheriff's units with 2 of those suspects
in
up against
15
the wall.
seconds?
A foot pursuit now with the driver and another passenger. 4 people total in that vehicle. 4 people total. And now one of the drivers.
I don't understand at all how this actually
That is the driver
worked.
at gunpoint. We're going to come around here. LA County
What the fuck?
Sheriff
This feels like it's staged. How is that possible?
And Manchester Avenue. That Mercedes-Benz. The other way. Yeah, there's one more guy. Yeah, in there, right in there. Right in there. All right. The 4th suspect, at least the 4th that we're aware of. has now been cornered here. He is now being taken into custody. He is one of 4 people that we are aware of inside that Mercedes-Benz. That Mercedes is a separate vehicle from the one we joined you with up at the top of our coverage. That was an Audi.
I can't process how the fuck this worked out.
The driver of that Audi made his way into a Mercedes with 4 other people who have now jumped out near
The only way this tracks is during the chase, he called his friends and said, I need an out. So they met him under the overpass, but then they all drove together, so those fucking morons all just got themselves arrested. That's the only way this would possibly make sense, and it's the dumbest plan imaginable. That is actually the stupidest idea you could have ever had. Now they all get arrested. Because he was 100% alone in the beginning. You could see in the fucking front windshield. Holy shit. That is incomprehensibly stupid. That is painfully dumb. Thanks the resub Pog.
And Manchester, a lot of puzzle pieces.
This is like actually a whole magical performance in and of itself.
Wild chase coming to an end, and thankfully nobody was seriously hurt. We've seen a number of minor collisions in this pursuit, none of them serious. Fortunately, nobody hurt, at least 4 suspects in custody, a lot of blanks to fill.
Even if this worked out in their fucking favor, like even if they actually did make the car swap, they chose an almost identical car that the helicopter was still going to follow regardless. Holy shit, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. They chose an they chose an identical vehicle, so the chase would have continued as planned. Holy shit. These are actually probably the dumbest criminals I think I've ever fucking watched. Well, aside from the guy who got himself arrested because he was wanted for murder and then called the police on McDonald's because they served him cold fries and he ended up going to jail for like 6 years. But like aside from that guy, these guys are up there. Holy shit.
In here, but just an incredible.
What do you mean, what? You guys don't remember that? We talked about that like 6 months ago. There was a criminal who was on the run for a while, and then he went to McDonald's, and he was really upset that he got served cold fries, so he called the police on McDonald's, and they obviously pulled his record. He had a warrant out for his arrest for like a big crime, and he got arrested for it. He literally self-reported because he got cold fries.
Incredible pursuit coming to an end here in Southeast LA, rather.
Thanks to tier 1. Potato soup. This is bafflingly like dumb to a level I would have never anticipated. What a plot twist. What an absolute fucking plot twist. Are we just ignoring the announcer when he said female driver? Is that even possible? Oh yeah, that was a really unfortunate thing he said. The reason he said that is because the suspect was a male, and you could see. Plus, the home invasion was committed by a guy, I believe. So I'm saying, a female driver, how is that possible? Because it was a guy that was on the chase the entire time. But the way it comes out makes it like seem like he's baffled a woman would be driving. So very unlucky for him, but what he meant is entirely normal. Like, how could it have gone from the male suspect who committed the crimes to now a female driver of the car? But yeah, that is unlucky.
I just heard female driver. Am I the only one that heard that? Female driver? Is that even possible?
He also does himself no favors with the way he says it, to be fair. Like, I can already see, like, the way he did it. He's got his headset on. He's, like, looking around. Women driving. Have we ever heard of this? But yeah, what he was referring to was the crime, and the pursuit all the way up until that point was a guy, and one guy. Thanks to the resub. Johnny, Quan, and the Prime, Rogue, Forrest, and Raven. Thanks to the Prime cookies. No, that was a terrible plan, Sylvia, 100%. Wait, is that real, Raven? I'm sure I would have heard about that by now. When did that happen? Happened 2 days ago. I'll have to look into that. That's the first I've heard of that. Timestamp at 8:16 and you get a good view of the first car. Like 8:16 left, I imagine you mean? Or, no, you mean...
They have a better opportunity to catch up with them.
God, that's so fucking close, because it also seems to have the sunroof, the rims, the trim, everything. They literally chose an identical car to swap. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. The Audi logo? Oh, can you see it? I wasn't paying attention to that. Oh, yeah. Man, that is wild. That blows my fucking mind. No doubt he swapped. Well, at the very end, it's very clear they had to have swapped, because this is a lone driver. Like, throughout the entire chase, you can see in here, it is one guy. Which means that the people he swapped with literally came 3 heads deep, and then they all got arrested together for the swap. So, 100%. Like, they did swap. I just can't believe that the car they chose to swap with was not only identical, but they all stayed in the car, too. I think he's a tier 1 savage in the resub Wooly. The 3 people swapped into the driver's car. No, the car is different, 100%. It is a different car. Where does he go under the overpass? Here. No, where is it? Oh, right here. How fast did they do this? Let's see. It was actually like 15 seconds.
Primary unit and a secondary unit his way through a northbound turn, north of the freeway opportunity. He was in the end. This time going there as well.
God, it's so quick that I'm missing it just going back.
Cross traffic coming up on Central Avenue.
Nope, this is still the other one.
Now engaging the suspect once he is freeway. He's not coming out.
There it is.
Just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination here. He's
here it is. Let's time it.
Just doing whatever he can to lose these.
You can see him stopping here, slowing down.
Find a hiding spot.
21 minutes on the dot.
Helicopters. In fact, now he's underneath the freeway. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's under the freeway. He's under the freeway, probably dumping the vehicle. He's under the freeway. And here's the cop.
13 seconds.
You see a unit following him
13 seconds.
There he is. He's back on the other side, northbound side of the 105 freeway. Now on 100.
Fucking crazy speed. You can see them both before. Oh, can you? You can see the Mercedes go in. Let's see.
Avalon Boulevard now going northbound. Just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination here. He's obviously just doing whatever he can to lose these units and
You're right.
potentially find a hiding spot to evade those helicopters. In fact, now
Fucking
he's underneath the
13
freeway. He's not
seconds.
coming out. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's under the freeway. He's under the freeway, probably dumping the vehicle. He's under the freeway, has not come out
Sneaky
the other
plan.
side. You
It's
see
a
unit
stupid
following him
plan.
under-
Because even if the cop didn't show up so quickly, the helicopter immediately followed this car because it's almost identical to the car that goes in. So they still would have stayed pursuing them. It's a terrible plan. If they had chose a different car entirely, then yes. Then the plan would have been far more effective. What's the purpose of switching? At this point, nothing. Literally nothing. All that happened was he got more of his friends arrested because they stayed in the car for some reason. Oh, I guess, yeah, it could have been low on gas. That's a consideration. The cop also saw the swap. True, the cop was so quick that he actually did get to witness the swap. But the helicopter didn't. And the helicopter immediately picked up on the same car. Because it's so identical. They didn't even know it was swapped. So it was worthless. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Kokomo. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for the resub, Dolang, Lunar, the bits, Rogue, Hollow, and Schooled. And the Prime Paul. Suspect was an Uber driver and picked up his 3 riders. Interesting fan theory. He's a tier 1 Jet Fox. Thanks for the resub, Grego. Couldn't they have switched cars and leave somewhat same time and they get the wrong person and the guy who did it leaves freely? You'd need a fall guy. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, he also got 3 additional fall guys for him, but that just... You'd need someone to be like, alright, I'll do it. I'll take the heat for this one.
They were chasing him down Ontario Avenue when he pulled into the gas station, and again,
Chris is back in the hot seat,
heavy-duty truck that is now
casting
on
yet
the run
another
here,
chase.
westbound 91 freeway, guys.
Good to see you, Chris. I also would just like to point out real quick, breaking news streaming now. They actually do treat this like a legitimate sport. That's wild. There's Toss in the chase. I know.
Heavily tinted windows. You really can't see what's inside. And we
So
have
when that
no
happens, I'll just go
idea
full cam.
whether there were other passengers inside, potentially even a child or
There's
a
a Prime
baby. So
Debbie.
you have no idea. We hear about these stories so
Bits
often where
Xcelli.
somebody carjacks a vehicle with innocent people inside the car. Again, we have to remind you, this is a pickup truck that was at the gas station, presumably being filled with gas. So we have to assume that we're working with a full tank of gas in that pickup truck. A very dangerous situation, a
Thanks,
lot of
Resub Squirrel.
unknowns. And like I said, that all of that information leads me to believe that they are going to dedicate more resources to this because the suspect behind the wheel here is obviously very dangerous, must be taken off the road. We've already seen some of that erratic driving. You can see him doing still 100 miles per hour in light traffic, but that's going to change here, of course, the further west we get on the 91 freeway, 105 miles per hour.
Man, this thing really cruises. Jesus Christ.
You're right. You're right. He's
Thanks,
already
Resub
coming
King.
up on Anaheim Hills, covering a lot of real estate in a short amount of time here, even using the shoulder to get around whatever traffic is in his way here. Again, he is on a 2-lane express side of the 91 freeway, the number 1 and 2 straddling that single dotted white line there at, I mean, this is incredible. That is an accurate speed. We're pushed all the way in here. He is doing about a buck to maybe even 110 miles per hour here. So really dangerous speeds. Can't under score that enough. Just a dangerous situation here. But at these speeds, we say this all the time, you would much rather see it on the freeway than some of the erratic driving just that we saw in a few minutes on surface streets. If this gets off the freeway, I really worry what kind of damage he could do on surface streets. So if they could keep him on the freeway, that'd be great. But for the time being, they are not even in the vicinity, and you can see the moves that he is doing here. I mean, this is very dangerous, very erratic driving. Almost hit that car right there, cutting people off, and he doesn't even have any police behind him. No lights and sirens. He is just booking it at, just going as fast as that truck will travel, I think, with the helicopters overhead.
Not sure yet, Finn. It depends. Maybe Wulong.
Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of unconfirmed information. Obviously, we're speculating.
Where's this one taking place? Do you even need to ask?
Road rage, you have to wonder whether the person
it's LA,
in their right state of mind. Are they under the influence?
That's where like every chase happens now.
Or is this a larger crime spree?
Driving in LA right now is like driving in Spy Kids 3D. It's all just like a giant fucking race.
Shoulder to get around the very few cars in his way. They're not really even in his way, but he is just about to off-road here to get around the few cars that there are in those express lanes. For some reason, he doesn't want to pull over to the right here. Again, he's got the whole freeway to himself. Why he's using that shoulder, I have no idea. But again, the information that we have received from police is that this was a road rage incident that resulted in a hit and run, and our assignment desk did get some information that this may also involve a robbery. So again, this could be part of a larger crime spree, or this could just be, well, I think at this point it's fair to say this is a crime spree, because now when you see somebody daring enough and brazen enough to carjack somebody in the middle of the day like that at a gas station just to get away from the cops. Obviously, this is somebody with probably, and we can't say this for sure, obviously, but probably already.
Yeah, no, I already know. I already know. When that happens, I'll go full cam, or just skip ahead of it. Wait, he stole the truck and he's driving.
Those main lanes are all full, so now he has to use those express lanes. The main lanes have backed up quickly. That traffic that's flying past there is barely moving. He's still doing 100 miles per hour past all of those people as he approaches the 55 freeway. That's part of the reason that the freeway slows down right here. It's also a little bit of an incline here, so he is going against traffic. Again, a bulk of that rush hour traffic is coming eastbound. He is going westbound, but you're so right. The further west he gets, the heavier traffic is going to get, and obviously the priority is to end this somehow. But right now, I don't see how, because
he's a prime Rango.
Have units in position.
Is he going somewhere? I don't know. I don't know what his plan is. I'll wager a guess he doesn't have a plan. So I don't think he's necessarily trying to make it to like Lester's shop or anything. He's just driving off pure instinct and panic.
Commits to the southbound side of the 55 freeway, I believe.
Thanks, Resub Compton.
I would have expected CHP to be the first people to arrive.
Okay, time to go full cam. I'll take Chris's job for a minute and tell you what happens here. I know that it's around this point. Yep. What happens is the driver slows down, leans out of the window, and fires a fucking machine gun at the police behind him. So he leans out and fires, I believe it's just like a assault rifle. That's what it looks like, at the cops. And then he speeds off again.
Rifle that just came out of that driver's side window, shooting back at those units. He just shot in the direction of those law enforcement units. That is believed to be Corona PD. I can't confirm that. That's believed to be Corona PD.
Right around a ton of just cars everywhere. Ton of very, very not good. This is not a good guy. If you can believe that.
We're going to try and get on the south side of the freeway here, get better eyes on the driver's side. But guys, we are dealing with, obviously, I mean, it goes without saying, we are dealing with a major, major criminal behind the wheel of this pickup truck.
Right you are, Chris. A major criminal indeed. I would be inclined to agree with you there. I'd even go as far as to call this guy just a downright jerk.
Look at this.
Pardon my French. I'll say it.
Getting off. And coming at us. He's coming at us. Now he is. Look at this. Is he wearing a uniform? Is he wearing a uniform? I can't tell for sure. Or is it maybe a sports jersey?
What uniform would this be? What? I don't think he's wearing a uniform, Chris. I also don't even think it's a jersey. I think it's just like a normal shirt with some kind of brand on it. A civilian uniform. Yeah, I don't know what uniform this would be. I don't know what Chris thought he saw there. Thought he was like some kind of decorated National Guard or something, I guess. I have no clue what he thought he saw on that one, but that just looks like normal attire.
It's either a sport, maybe it's a, okay, it's just a t-shirt. Okay, I thought I saw an arm patch there, excuse me. Yeah, it caught me off guard there. Obviously an older gentleman with a goatee wearing a baseball cap.
Man, is that wait, what the fuck? Chris, I think I know who this is. Isn't this, the guy from Orange County Choppers?
Yeah,
fuck is his name? Oh man, wait, wow. That looks, it actually looks like shockingly close to that guy. What is his name? I can't remember it now. That goatee is iconic, and he's wearing a backwards cap too. Here, what's his name? I just get a bunch of pictures of him. I don't get his name. What the fuck is it? Chat, what is it? It's not fucking Fred Durst. Don't be ridiculous. Fred Durst would never do this. Well, not like the Orange County Chopper guy would, though. Why can't I find his name? I'll type in Orange County Chopper's main guy. Paul John Teetle. Tell me this doesn't look somewhat close. I might be onto something here. I'm no like crack shot investigator, but I tell you there's something fishy afoot here.
Caught me off guard there. Obviously an older gentleman with a goatee wearing a baseball cap, and it does look like maybe a sports jersey or a t-shirt that he's wearing with that gun in his lap.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's got a gun in his
lap. Oh,
he
is wearing a jersey though.
Look at this.
You were right about that, Chris.
Next to him, the driver rolling down the window, taking his AirPods out.
What the fuck is happening here?
With another driver. Looks like he's asking for directions. He's asking for directions. He's at Tustin Avenue, just off of the 55 freeway, and it looks like he was trying to figure out where he is or where.
What the fuck? This is real life. If you showed me that in a movie, I wouldn't believe you. Wow.
Where he's going. There are going to be multiple agencies now that are
There's
going
a
to be
tier 1 Lake
working
and the resub
cohesively,
Red.
hopefully here in the
Pro,
very short order,
Woodchuck,
put this
and
to an end.
Veteran
You're
and
talking
Tyrone.
about Riverside County
The
Sheriff.
Bits Grinch.
You're talking about Orange County Sheriffs. You're talking about Anaheim PD, Corona PD, the California Highway
Hey,
Patrol.
buddy, how can I
They will
escape
stop
the
at
police?
nothing at this
Oh
point
yeah, if you just
after
go up
he
right
just
there,
fired
there's a
that
paint
weapon
shop you can
at
park
those
in and you'll
students.
lose all your
We
stars.
don't know if anybody was hit. It was just too...
Damn.
It happened too fast, and we did not get a good glimpse at the pursuing officers there, but it appeared to be, from what I'm being told, a Corona PD officer that pulled in behind this pickup truck, and as he came to a stop in the middle of the transition there, he pulled out that assault rifle, and look at this, right through the red here, he's making a left turn onto, I think that's going to put him, is that onto the freeway, Rob? I can't tell. Is that it's a freeway entrance. Going to put him back onto the westbound side of the 91. He wants to get back onto the freeway. That's going to be the westbound 91 freeway. Driver's side window being rolled up now, guys.
I already said that. Is this live right now? No, it ended an hour ago. I was getting tagged in it while I was lifting. Then I got kind of the cliff notes. The Brunkle. That's a great name.
They will stop at nothing. I think that's
I like it,
fairly
Jay.
obvious at this point, even though we don't see any
Thanks,
law
Resub Sunray.
enforcement in the picture just yet. That's going to change in the next few minutes. They have to work together and triangulate and catch
More
up
toss
with
at
him
28:30.
despite all
Alright,
the
thank you.
traffic. But that is going to change, and you're going to see lots of units pursuing this truck. They will even start performing traffic breaks to shut down the freeway if they have to. I'm being told as he shot back at that Corona PD officer.
Thanks to Prime Menace, Slice, and
Corona
Resub Dingus.
PD fired back at the pickup truck. Now you saw that close up through the driver's side there. It certainly appeared that he was not injured, but there were bullets flying in his direction. So a shootout there on the transition. Corona PD firing their weapons
Resub
back.
Joke
This is now
in
an
Koala.
officer involved shooting. They stopped and he kept going again at triple-digit speeds, just as he's doing right now in the HOV lane. We again are on the westbound side of the 91 freeway. I don't see any. In fact, Rob, can you pull out? There might be one or two. There's that is going to be. Dan, help me out here. Is that an unmarked CHP unit?
Tenderloin.
That might be an unmarked. Let's go ahead and show me the white SUV really quick. White SUV. Is that's a I think that's a supervisor, right? That would be a CHP.
No, that's a road,
supervisor,
Chris.
if I'm not mistaken. Under the freeway. It could be a canine or either a supervisor. In any case, that's the white SUV. You see that? That's CHP. There's another black unmarked unit that's behind him. So a couple of unmarked units, and then I think I saw black and white behind them. I'm sorry, there's a lot happening up here, guys, but from what I've counted, at least 3 units with their lights and sirens going.
Why is he running?
2 of them look like
He stole the car, shot at police officers, like, and now he's just desperate to try and get away. That's why he's running.
And one of them may have even been a canine unit. In any event, they are not pulling back. They are a little bit behind him. Look at this, pulling right up on this person in the HOV lane, still looking for a way to squeeze through here. Slowing down with the traffic. It looks like he doesn't really have anywhere to go. Traffic's not exceptionally heavy. It's like moderate traffic right now.
There's a comment with timestamps for every toss. Oh, good, that's
he really
helpful.
has nowhere to go with that center divider there. So
Oh, but this
he
is
doesn't even have
spoilers
enough
for the other
shoulder to
shit.
work
I just
with.
need to avoid the toss stuff. Running never works. Why would he do that? Well, he's obviously not very smart. Like, you have to be pretty fucking dumb to try. And you have to be even dumber to shoot at police. There's a prime Tyrone. And there's some Peter. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats, Wood. Thanks, resub Timmy. Why does it still say suspect? It reminds me of what I read today, where Chris Brown picked up, or not Chris Brown, Travis Scott picked up a fan's phone and threw it, and it was videoed the entire way of Travis Scott picking up the phone and throwing it, and they still said allegedly through the phone, even though you can see it. It's verified, it's confirmed, but you still have to say suspect or alleged, which I think is very silly. It was Chris Brown? No. I mean, this isn't that important to pause it for, but no. You're thinking of something different. This actually happened twice. Chris Brown was giving a lap dance to a woman on stage who wouldn't stop being on her phone. So then after he was fucking dry thrusting his butthole on her leg, he picked up her phone and threw it. But Travis Scott was in the headlines today because during one of his sets, he took some fan's phone that was recording and threw it. It's two different instances. Here, I'll pull up the Travis Scott one. And I guess it's a assault lawsuit because of it. Say, two different cases, but within 24 hours of each other, so I understand why most people would be getting it confused. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Spear. Appreciate it. And the resub Mercurius. That's old, isn't it? Oh, I don't know if it's old, but it just broke today.
Obviously, we have no idea how exactly it's going to come to an end, but the behavior that we are seeing here
1925,
is, let's just say, next level.
Okay.
By the way, we are dealing with multiple agencies.
Let me know when I'm getting close to one, just in case I lose track of time.
This truck. So, despite the information that we received about the road rage and the hit and run, that would be a serious enough charge that would warrant a lot of law enforcement, with no doubt. But if there was another robbery involved or whatever else, it certainly would make a lot of sense, because there was already 2 helicopters overhead when we were hearing about this pursuit. It included Riverside County Sheriff and Ontario PD. Ontario is nowhere near here. So for Ontario to come down to Corona, that raises lots of questions. Corona PD involved.
Is it just tossed because of the gunfire? Yeah.
After their units had been fired at, and CHP, before he carjacked this vehicle, was already on the way out via ground and air units with their airplane to continue monitoring this pursuit. So he has had a lot of eyes on him for the last hour or so, and obviously things have only ramped up since then. So again, the backstory here is going to be
what if he found that rifle in the car after stealing it? It wouldn't change it. It's not like the rifle itself started shooting at the officers. It doesn't have a mind of its own, like Soul Eater or anything.
In any event, or at least quite serious. In any event, we find ourselves still on the 91 freeway, hugging that HOV lane, slowing down when he has to. Doesn't have a whole lot of pavement to play with in terms of that left shoulder, but the freeway is going to start to slow down. If he stays on the 91, or even if he takes the, let's see, he's coming up.
Is recent prophecy?
I want to say he's coming up on the 5, right? Yeah, he's coming up on the 5 freeway. That'll be a big decision for him. He might commit to the 91, which I think if he stays in that lane.
Is this a new one? Just happened an hour ago, yeah.
I just saw that sign. I think he still has the option of staying on the 91 or getting off and getting onto the 5 freeway. He's over the goal point, thinking about switching over, and I think pushing on that sign right there. So if he stays on the left side, if he stays in that left lane, that'll put him on the 91, right side onto the 5. He's staying left, taking the left lane onto the 91, so staying on the 91 westbound, where traffic is a little bit lighter, I will say, for the next couple of miles.
The resub Soma. Cameraman better be getting paid well. Well, cameraman and Chris, they're a great team. They work really well together. The coverage they provide of car chases is like Super Bowl level.
I mean, you know, just with the knowledge of the high caliber weapon that he's got in his lap there, you just, and the way he's willing to use it, if he's willing to fire at police officers, he's willing to fire at anybody who gets in his way. And that's why, as you guys are talking about, it's so dangerous to be anywhere near this.
These are
These are all
resub feed
innocent people.
and a bungie.
If at the very least they could get more units to shut
Tier
down the
1's
freeway,
scuba.
that would be the ideal. I mean, that from my perspective would be the #1 thing that they should be doing is shutting down the freeway. I will leave them to make that call, leave it to them. But right now, I don't see even those other CHP units that we saw. They have fallen
And the
way
resub
back
squared in
because he's
neon.
continued these ridiculous speeds.
And yeah, I'm very excited for Wulong. Thanks to the gift sub Ethereal. Okay, hold on. We're about to come up to the next toss moment, so let me just skip by it. Oh no, never mind. Wrong one. This is him just barely. It wasn't him firing. This is him barely missing this red car.
And really? I mean, this is a top-heavy vehicle, as you obviously know, and he is taking some of these lane changes really, really fast. So he is obviously very agitated.
It's 28,
His
yeah.
adrenaline must be through the roof.
Thanks to
And,
Resub, you boy.
There's Artesia Boulevard, it looks like. Getting off at Artesia.
Do you hear about the car chase? Yeah, I've heard about it.
Red light, through the light, cutting off somebody going in oncoming lanes of traffic, westbound Artesia Boulevard, coming up to another red light with lots of cross traffic, going through the red light again in the wrong lanes. He's going the wrong way on Artesia Boulevard.
Oh, you know those horns are ripping at him.
There, continuing westbound Artesia
He's got to be so
Boulevard.
embarrassed.
Guys, what we don't see here
The
is
ultimate
any
shame.
law enforcement yet. None of them were able to get off the freeway with him. We have not seen any law enforcement for several minutes. This is so scary.
Next to the resub Nano. I think so. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one Nano. Surprised he hasn't been shot by another driver.
You can't predict.
Man, what?
He hasn't established any kind of a
Why
pattern,
would he? It's not like they
to be
know that
honest,
this guy's a
Spike
criminal.
Strip, in this situation,
It's not like they put out an APB over the
I would
fucking
call it a
radio
long
where it
shot. And there
hijacked
are a
every
couple of
car's
units
system and
that
just
have
blasted.
managed to
Be
pull
on the
up here
lookout
on
for a
Artesia
black
Boulevard.
pickup truck.
I think one of them
Open
is the
fire
same
on them if
black,
you can.
SUV, perhaps a different agency. Can't confirm that. Another black and white behind him. Look at him doing 90 miles per hour on surface streets here.
There's a
About
tier
80 to
1
90
machine and the
miles per hour
15
on
gift
Artesia
subs
Boulevard,
Loser
coming up
Cruiser.
on
Thank you
yet
for that.
Another red light here.
Appreciate
He's
that.
gonna
Thank you,
skirt
Cruiser.
around it and go through. Watch this. He's coming up to the crosswalk and now inching his way through here, slowing down for the cross traffic and continuing westbound Artesia with those units behind him.
And the bits fin. Oof.
Oh boy.
Jesus. He's a prime philo.
This might be the worst time of the day to see this happening. I mean,
Yeah, this is terrifying with how many people are walking around.
People getting off school, as you said, people coming home from work. The streets are obviously very busy. We haven't seen a whole lot of pedestrian traffic here, but he is putting so many lives in danger. And I
There's the
just
tier
worry
the prime
about
left
what
and the
happens
resub
when
demand.
he comes to another stop. If he feels threatened or if he stops the vehicle once again, I mean, his options are going to be limited. but he's the one with the gun. And so, you know, oh, forget about it. I mean, he's blowing through, he's slowing down for some intersections and blowing right through others. It just takes one wrong move if you have cross traffic coming through.
There's a resub taco.
So look at this, threading the double yellow line into oncoming lanes of Artesia Boulevard again, just trying to get past the couple of vehicles here. It's not even like a big traffic jam. He is just trying
he's just a fucking idiot.
those units.
What was that? What the fuck was that? This guy is just an absolute maniac. I can't believe it. Oh my god.
I mean, my mind immediately goes to the wild and crazy chase we covered in Fullerton just a few months ago back in November. We all know how that one ended, a much different situation, but still, I mean, that was where we literally saw 3 carjackings in one afternoon in one pursuit. So, you know, the sky's limited. Look, people biking across the street here. He's taking a left turn.
3 carjackings in one afternoon, huh?
Southbound side of Woodruff Avenue. Southbound side of Woodruff, where he maybe even saw
I can't even say I'm surprised.
Figured, let me just get off of Artesia here. He made a wild left there, and when we can, we'll pull back.
We saw that one.
And just see if any of
it wasn't 3. The one we watched had 2, unless one of them was off stream.
From the looks of it, I would say not yet. Look at this.
It was the van. There was only. Oh Jesus Christ!
Look at this. A whole group of kids crossing
Holy
the street
shit!
School letting out here. This is the worst. This is the worst. This is the worst. Let's just.
Oh, he's gonna try and fucking inch his way through.
At a slow clip here, lets the kids cross and just keeps going. Nobody here has any idea
what the fuck
has happened or what is going on inside that pickup truck. Please just keep going. Please just keep going. He's stopping. He's stopping. He's trying to maybe.
That is, if I was watching this live, I would have been panicking.
There are a bunch of units now. There they are. They've caught up now. A whole different story as they're gonna. Okay, so the first question I have, and Rob will help me out with this when he can. I want to, and with the help of our assignment desk, I want to get a better idea
in the Prime Dizzle.
of what other agencies are involved here, because like I said earlier, there are going to be numerous agencies, as there likely were right there just at that intersection alone. A whole bunch of different agencies certainly were in Cerritos' jurisdiction. So Cerritos PD, that was actually Corona and Anaheim still. I'm being told still Corona and Anaheim, still the primary agencies here that have managed to catch up with him here in Cerritos. Now
the resub birdie or bird.
On to,
this guy's making a pickup look like a Ferrari.
We'll
yeah.
confirm that here in a second. That's South Street. Made a turn onto
this
South
pickup
Street,
is much faster than I would have expected.
The good news, guys, is that there were about at least a half a dozen
Prime reverb and the resub Mikey.
That they will be in a position now to mitigate whatever we are about to see here. But here he is, face to face in oncoming lanes of traffic.
This is a fucking wild chase. He has spent more time in the wrong lane than he has in the right one.
Through. Those units are gonna. I mean, what are the options?
Oh my God!
I wonder what are the options for these units. They are ready for anything, but how do they strategize to bring this to an end any quicker than we see any other chase? Because this guy has to be taken off the road as soon as
this is also one of the. Okay, hold on. I already know TOS is coming up because I know he shoots again. I know no one gets hit. I don't want to take any chances here. Okay, I think that's the end of that. Okay, yeah. There's a resub Donatello. Okay. Thanks, resub Synth and the Prime Flamboyant and resub Ryan.
Of those officers.
Police should use grapple hooks. I actually said that like a day ago. They should have these kind of almost twisted metal-like vehicles where it shoots out like a grappling harpoon or something, like almost a Batman device, into the back of it, and they just reel it in. That's what I said. That shit would be incredible. They shoot nets. I've never seen that, so I don't know what that's referring to.
We're in Lakewood, and you start to see a little bit of smoke coming from the brakes as he a hard brake there as he came up on that intersection. So a little bit too hard. You saw a little bit of smoke emanating, and now he's continuing through through Del Amo, rather.
He's a reset, Mr. 98.
Northbound Bellflower, through all of these red lights, hoping to lose those.
Because this is one of the very few chases where I completely understand why the authorities haven't been able to stop him yet. He's not only heavily armed, but it's heavily populated, the areas he's going through, so they can't pit maneuver him. They can't engage in a shootout because there's too many potential victims that are just getting hit in crossfire. They really can't do anything here. I totally get it. They can't spike trap him because they can't catch up to him and get ahead of him, and they'd probably still hit other cars in the crossfire with it. Like, their options are super limited. This one I totally get.
If he was able to see those officers from the position where he shot that gun, that was fairly close range. Certainly hope for the best for those officers. We're continuing through another major intersection, the wrong way through another red light.
A sniper from the helicopter. Jesus Christ. This isn't a video game. Like, that would be the most unreal shot of all time. Like, this is perfect. Look at how far out the helicopter is. We're zoomed in heavily. That shot would be crazy. You'd have to lead the shot by an unreal margin, and the vehicle's going over 100 miles per hour with fluctuating speeds.
Any other way than either him going to jail
Chris could do it. Yeah, maybe Chris could do it.
Worse. So that's the given that I could tell you. But how we get to that point is certainly up for grabs.
These are so Boop, Bad Gamer, and Ghost. And the bits Stank and Mac. They should just paint fake tunnels on the walls like Looney Tunes. That'll get them. Oh, some Wile E. Coyote shit. They just paint like escape tunnel here, police not allowed, and it's just a wall they run into. Yeah, that could work. Why haven't they tried that?
By the way, I have to correct myself. I said northbound. He's traveling southbound on Bellflower. I think for the last couple of minutes I was saying northbound. He's traveling.
Oh, hold on. No, not yet.
Southbound ever since he made that turn out of that neighborhood. So traveling closer to Seal Beach here as he makes
tier 1 shade.
Lakewood, and now continuing here, slowing down where he has to, but really with no hesitation, jumping into the wrong lanes of traffic and continuing to blow through red lights. I apologize, Ellen. You mentioned something there. You asked me a question. I didn't quite catch it. What was that?
Tier 1 literal WR. We should have an EMP harpoon thing like from Fast and Furious that disables the car's computer.
Well, it's a good question, and there it is.
I actually totally forgot about that. That was when Fast and Furious was almost still grounded in reality, too. I think that was the second movie.
Of the 405, it sure is.
They shoot the EMP darts.
The 405 northbound, and we are back on the freeway. The good news with this, aside from the obvious, is that CHP will now be, with maybe a little bit of luck on their side, maybe in a better position to shut down the freeway. At least shut down the freeway behind him.
Donkey, Narisa Braden,
even
and
shut down
Mnemonix.
the freeway ahead of him. But this is an all-hands-on-deck situation. They will use every unit at their disposal to shut down the freeway. I have to believe that's the case.
Someone in chat said this happens so much, but this has happened since cars were a household item. We just have live feeds of it now. That's what I wondered as well. Because very clearly, the amount of live footage of these car chases has escalated drastically over the last year or so. And I was wondering if it's always been like this in LA, or if it's just now being broadcast this often. Because I don't live in LA. I don't know how common police chases are there. Go back to the plane? What do you mean to the plane? Did he put in a cheat code and get a plane to spawn? What? Sorry, I was looking at chat. Where? Did I miss it, or did I not go back far enough?
At least shut down the here. Ellen, you mentioned something there. You asked me a question. I didn't quite catch it. What was that?
Thanks, resub Spencer, Mitch, and Mr. T, and Chew. It's when he gets onto the freeway.
There it is. There it is. The 405. He's jumping on the 405, and that I think will be the northbound side of the 405. It sure is. It sure is. He is taking the 405 northbound, and we are back on the freeway. The good news with this, aside from the obvious, is that CHP will now be, with maybe a little bit of luck on their side, maybe in a better position to shut down the freeway. At least shut down the freeway behind him, potentially even shut down the freeway ahead of him. But this is an all-hands-on-deck situation. They will use every
did I not go back far enough, or is it not come up yet?
I have to believe that's
Did I miss it again? Oh, there it is. Shameless. Shameless Southwest marketing. No, I didn't know Attack on Titan started today, so I'm going to watch the episode tomorrow.
They are going to have to call in. My anticipation here, with limited knowledge, and I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, obviously, guys, but the only practical thing that I could think of, and there happens to be one nearby, is for the LA County Sheriff's Department, for example, to bring in one of their armored Bearcat vehicles. Presumably, they will need to bring
That's still extremely dangerous, though,
vehicles to surround this truck. But this is a situation where a pit maneuver ain't going to happen. Spike strips are out of the question. All of the things that we're used to seeing, throw that book away. Just take that textbook.
That's exactly what I was saying, Chris.
I think this is going to require multiple armored vehicles, ultimately, to surround this truck and potentially box it in, unless this comes to an end some other way sooner. But in the meantime, those units are following from a distance. They don't want to get up right behind them, as you mentioned, Ellen, because obviously every time they do that, they end up getting shot at. So nobody wants to see that again. They're going to stay back a little bit, not too far. They don't want to lose them, but they will pull back a little bit so they're ready for the end here. And now he's off of the freeway at Temple Avenue, by the way. Maybe getting back on. There's an opportunity if he makes the right here. Another entrance ramp, I believe.
Could they use a giant magnet to stick to the car? You talking about from a helicopter? Take like a giant magnet to the top of it and try and lift it?
Slowing down a little bit compared to the driving we've seen earlier on surface.
Another interesting cartoonish suggestion, I suppose.
Closer to the Long Beach city limits. That's probably exactly what was going through his head when he got off the freeway, because it was already starting to slow down. And as we've said already a few times, this is the worst time of the day, not only for pedestrians, but traffic-wise, and just the potential for risk here is just through the roof. So again, making another random turn, appears to be a random left turn.
Okay, southbound. It's coming up on TOS. Let me skip that. Jesus.
Maybe firing.
Tell us what happens. Oh, is this another little?
I don't know what he was firing at.
A little gunshots going off. It's no good. Bad stuff.
out of the vehicle. Again, I don't know what he was pointing at, but more
Thanks,
shots fired
Boris.
here on PCH.
I think that is the last one. Handgun? No, he's got an assault rifle. Man's got like a goddamn machine gun in there.
Yep, we're going to stay on the driver's side of the vehicle.
He's a
here as he
5
makes
subs
his way
Venom.
through another major intersection. What was unclear there is what he was shooting at, because if he was willing to fire through his own windshield, he must have had a target that he was pointing at. We did not see where those bullets ultimately landed. This is the third separate shooting by my count. This is the third separate shooting by my count, and quite frankly, guys, we don't know if anybody has been struck by gunfire over the course of this pursuit yet. It's certainly possible. We just don't have that information yet.
It doesn't end in shots. It actually doesn't. Usually when someone shoots at a police officer, it ends with like fucking 1,000 mag dumps. In this case, it didn't. I know that when I got tagged on Twitter about this, they made sure to mention that. So I know it doesn't end with that. Why spoil? Well, because I mean, I couldn't watch that if that was the case. Was this recent? Yeah, it was an hour, well, 2 hours ago now. Is your shit wearing off? No idea how much gas is in this truck. If I remember correctly, they said at the beginning that he actually carjacked this from a gas station. So it might have just a fresh tank. That's very possible. Exit Prime, AS, and gift sub Rocky, and resub Lemon. Now you're getting wacky with it, Jay. Thanks to the resub, Coco. Don't understand why people run away like this. All they're doing is adding time to their jail sentence. Yeah, you see what you're doing though? You're already thinking, which is more than what these people do. This fucking inbred goofball not only carjacked a pickup truck, but then opened fire on officers. He'll never see the light of day. It's a miracle he didn't get executed by the cops. Like, these are not smart people. What happened to the audio? Why are you whispering now, Chris? Why is this ASMR?
Bypassed the 710 freeway. There is the possibility that he aims towards the 110 freeway and decides to get on the Harbor Freeway, and then at that point he has more options. But in the meantime, we have bypassed the 710. He is still committed to PCH, and anytime you see any traffic in his way, still pulling the same tactic of jumping over the double yellow lines into oncoming lanes of traffic, blowing right through the red lights. The dangerous driving continues, but quite frankly, the scariest moments are when he pulls into a stop or slows down. So I don't know what's worse at this point with this guy. They just need...
Is this California? If so, he'll be out in a week. I asked this question during our first chase, because I just don't know enough about like how California enforces crime like this. I asked if it was soft on crime. Most people said no. So, I don't know. But I will tell you, this guy, no shot. He has opened fire on officers 3 separate times and endangered the public countless times during the chase. 0% chance, no matter how soft on crime they are. If they are.
I have a law enforcement officer sitting right next to me who was flying Air 7 this afternoon, Dan, who has 30 years of experience with LAPD. Would I be correct, Dan, in saying that they would be, it would be almost likely at this point that a supervisor has authorized the use of force to fire into that vehicle. Yeah, at this point,
Things are
it's fair to say that gunfire
EMP
may
and
very well be
Lunatic
fired
and
in his direction
Noob.
if they can get
Nibit's Tory. Yeah, it is.
to bring to an end. That is certainly a possibility. A more peaceful resolution would be if they could somehow disable this truck some other way with an armored vehicle.
Things are Resub Juice Boy.
The way he's driving and the way...
Do the people that get damaged by this man have to pay the damage by themselves, or how does it work in America?
I mean, it's really hard to
I asked that same question too, and I can't remember what the answer was, because the first chase we watched, the guy ran into like a guy stole 2 civilian vehicles, and both of them got fucked up. I think they had to do GoFundMes to reimburse the cash, so the public paid for it for people that wanted to be, you know, helpful. I don't think they actually reimburse. Insurance? Oh, true. Maybe in that case it was just a lack of insurance then. Yeah, good point. But I don't think the onus is on the department to reimburse the public. Exhibits Rocky in the Resub game and SKZ. Makes the prime variable. You there, Chris? I think he's lubricating the gears. His throat might be sore from casting for about an hour now already. He puts it all on the line. He's working just as hard as the officers engaged in the chase.
Communication, guys. I'm not even sure if you can hear me. If you can hear me,
I can hear you, Chris.
We're still on PCH. We've come underneath the 110 freeway. We have left the jurisdiction of Long Beach, and we're now in, I believe, either LA County's Carson jurisdiction or potentially even Torrance as we make our way further west here
crazy.
along PCH. Again, I know we're having communication issues. I cannot hear you guys right now, but the chase is continuing with several units behind.
Whoa! Shit. Actually, here, hold on, I know toss coming up, so I'll just skip by that anyway. Oh, no, he does. The next toss is more shooting. I thought it was something else. Oh, wow. So, reading, someone did timestamps of, like, toss moments. The next one was the 4th shooting, but they believe that that actually came from the police chopper while he was slowing down. Because apparently he did, it seems like he did actually get hit at that moment because he started driving erratically. Yeah, maybe. Wow. Yeah, 100%. Holy fuck, they blasted him with a goddamn musket. Jesus Christ. Obviously can't show it on stream, but just seconds ago, a giant like blast came off of the truck, and you could even hear it through the scuffed audio from ABC here since they're having audio problems. It actually sounded like a goddamn elephant gun.
It's coming to a stop, coming to a stop.
Oh, actually, okay, actually, hold on. I don't think I can show this because apparently he was bleeding from it. Oh, wait, that's not yet. Oh, no, that was a little bait and switch. He must have rubbed dirt in his wounds and then continued.
They can't hear me, right?
Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Rocky. Yeah, I don't know what they shot him with. It must have been a fucking blunderbuss, though, because the shock
Newscopter
waves
has to come down. Take newscopter off.
Damn, Chris. The shock wave on top of the truck was huge. Oh, God. Speaking of huge, thank you, Rod. Christ. Thank you for the 50 gift subs again, man. Good lord. Thank you, Rod. Really appreciate that.
Nothing.
I hope you had a good day, man. And there's the resub courage. So the chatter who said snipe him from the helicopter was right. Yeah, I guess fucking so, actually.
They're all following, okay.
Oh yeah, I'll eat crow on that one. I'll eat some shit there. Yeah, apparently the chatter who said why not just snipe him from the helicopter 100% was right. They actually did that. Which is a crazy shot. Well, to be fair though, he wasn't really moving when they pulled the shot off. So they might have just been waiting for the right time. What caused the chase? Carjacking, and then he shot at the officers. Oof! Oof! Alright, hold on. Now I know this is coming up. Damn! I don't even think that officer knew there was a chase going on. The dude was just kind of hanging out. He was like, man, today's been really uneventful. Not much going on in the department. Oh, Jesus! Jeepers! Zoinks! Alright. But yeah, he apparently gets out and there's some blood, so I need to skip past that. I don't... It says there's blood, but I don't see any. This seems like it should be fine. So, hold on. Let me just... I want to make sure. But it looks like there's no blood here. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like there's any blood. Like, I'm going frame by frame. Can someone else check on their end? Yeah, blood would be tossed, that's why I've got to avoid it. I don't see it. Oh, it's after he gets taken down is where the blood is? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's okay. So everything up till the takedown looks fine. Okay, yeah, so here, I can show you the whole foot chase because, wow.
Right.
I'll tell you one thing, this guy was no star running back for his football team.
Running without the gun. They're going to take him down here. He's now
that
on Western
is
Avenue.
rough
Oh my
form.
goodness. Oh my goodness, he's on foot trying to carjack
But he immediately
else.
goes to try and carjack someone else. Also, I will say, sorry to immediately blue ball you. I want to point this out. This man's got that like mid-90s swag. He's got the snapback slightly off to the side. He looks like he's part of like an old b-boy troupe. Crazy drip.
Whoa.
Yep. Okay, now I've got to stop. They dogpile on top of him though. And then you can see some blood on his shirt. Yeah, let me go past that. Okay, there's no blood here. What the fuck? Is this a... Hey. I'm not familiar with normal protocol, but do they usually do this like a... Get him up here like a wild hog wrangling? The fuck? It's like a prized fish. What the fuck? Even Chris is stunned. Open my tackle box.
FM1 is on 4. FM2 is on 5. The volumes, yeah. Both say ICOM.
Wow. That was a fucking crazy chase. Knocked his ass out. It didn't look like he was knocked out, but maybe he was. It's very possible. Yeah, that would explain it.
I can't believe he didn't take the gun.
I'm happy he didn't.
Anybody get hurt? Maybe the cop might have gotten hurt, huh? Was it a bad hit? I almost missed it.
Did he carjack a police truck? No, he hit a police truck. I'm pretty sure that officer was... He didn't even know where that chase was going. He was just in the area and then just got clipped. But he ended up being the hero. He finally stopped this madman. Actually, that was... apparently, they arrest some random person at the end, so I guess we'll go to that in a second. But unironically, that officer... He's like Luigi. He won by kind of just doing nothing but being in the right place at the right time. So this right here was actual best case scenario. You couldn't have drawn this up any better. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even clip the civilian vehicle to his left. Nope. Doesn't even hit the truck to his left. Only the side of the police car and then right into the pole. Only him. Only the criminal. That was actually the best possible scenario for that. That is wild. He was trying to block him, was he? Let me see. Oh, you're right. Yeah, he turned his car into him. I thought he was just in this other lane. Yeah, you're right. No, he does make an effort to turn the car into him. Good eye. I didn't even catch that. Well, no, actually, wait, no. He even tries to turn his car away at the last second. I really don't think he saw it coming. I really don't. Like, he did make an effort to turn away. Either way, the man's a fucking hero. I'm not sure how much of that was calculated, but it worked out beautifully. He would have died. True. Maybe that is like, maybe that's how they teach you to do it, perhaps. I don't know. I don't have the training. Either way, absolute fucking hero from this cop. That couldn't have been any better. No one else got involved in it. Just the cop and the criminal obviously took the brunt of it. Hopefully the cops are right. Hopefully he didn't get like whiplash or anything from it. I have no doubt that probably saved lives too, because this guy was unhinged, just actually shooting into crowds. Well, shooting at cops around crowds. So that man really did save the day. Oh, I fast forwarded a little too far. It does look like they just take it in some completely unrelated guy. He must have been getting rowdy or something. I have no idea. What? I don't know why. Thanks to Resub Lorbin. He refused to leave. Oh. Gotcha. I don't know why. I mean, you could just go behind the caution tape. You can still get the TikTok video. I don't know what the point would be in making a big fuss about staying there if that was the case. Nightcrawler. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. There's like 15 cops there. Well, yeah, man, the guy was fucking fully armed. He was firing an assault rifle back at them. Of course they're gonna get out a ton of cars. This was a crazy chase. Absolutely there's gonna be a ton of cops. It was 3 jurisdictions. Makes sense. Not surprising. Thanks to Resub, Majestic, Weevil, and the Prime, Swift, Thrall, and Bits, Finn, and Chris. I know. We were talking about that a minute ago, Chris. Thanks to Resub Breaker. And the Prime. Puss. That's why I'll never move to LA. I don't know if it's an LA only thing. Maybe they're just the only ones that have turned it into a spectator sport. I don't know if there's chases this common in other major areas as well. But yeah, it is very much dominated by LA right now. Thanks, Resub Funky. The more it's televised, the more people do it. See, I would normally agree with you in a case like when it comes to, I don't know, publicizing petty crime or something, but a chase isn't a petty crime, and you don't get like any clout from it. You just get an extremely long jail time. Like this guy, he will never see the light of day again. So I just can't imagine anyone would throw it away when they don't. Like there's no, I don't know any of the other chases criminal. Like I don't know their name. No one does. They don't even bother to publicize their name. So I don't see that making people want to go on chases in LA, because you get actually nothing out of it except a jail sentence, and they don't even release your name. Thanks for the 5 gift subs again, Venom. I appreciate that. And the resub J, Twisted, Slick, Fool, Sadistic, and Tier 1 Carlito. And the bits Tori and Chris. And nothing too recently, Chris. And the Tier 1 Darth, and the 5 gift subs Cajun. Thank you, Cajun. And the resub Mario and Tier 1 Hunter. And the bits Tech. And there's the resub Inquisition. Grind time. Are we grinding? Let me see. Let me check Discord.